And see if that will work. Alright. There we go. Everyone, just figured I'd stream some more Slay the Spire, just kinda was a little bored, figured I'd maybe just play some. But I figured we'd check out the daily climb first, just to see what it is. Character the Silent. Start with 5 copies of a single card. I wonder if we get to choose what card that is. Start with Frozen Eye at the start of your turn. Add 10 random cards to... Okay, that's interesting. Makes it a little bit difficult to control what you have, regardless. The enemy is now swarming the spire and drop better rewards. Interesting. Huh. Seems like this might be a little of a daily climb focused more around fighting a bunch of elites, which is always nice. You can get a bunch of relics. I wonder if that way, if they're dropping better rewards, if maybe you can get more. But let's see what's going on here. Time for a challenge. I always like the symbols here. It's just interesting to see how different it is. So you do start with a basic deck, but we have 10 cards at the bottom. Interesting. Okay. That's not terrible. An exhaust card like that does a bunch of AoE damage. Elite enemy is swarming the spire, though. Okay, so it looks like it just... So no matter what path we have, we'll likely have, unless we go far left here, we'll have at least 3 elite fights. That's fine. That's pretty normal, I would say. Let's go for the question marks, though. I'm kind of interested to see what he gives us. Nice. Yeah, that's just a bunch of free damage. Interesting. I wonder if it's random or if it's seeded on the daily run for which one it gives you. And actually, before we get too far, a quick note. I'd like to try and stream Genshin Impact tomorrow. I think that the new patch finally, it was delayed a little bit, but it finally goes live with Yelan. I really like the character's design. I think it's really cool. Definitely think I'll roll on the character. So we'll see about that. I was trying to stream Elden Ring earlier and that didn't work. So I'd like to see if I can stream Genshin Impact. It's not the most intensive game, but definitely just a really fun game. It's harder to stream it, I think, just normally speaking, because a lot of time I'm at the point where I'm just doing a lot of dailies. I need to finish like the Ayato and the Miko character quest. Maybe I could work on that. But I figured we'd maybe just show like the character demo for Yelan, roll on her. I have literally 0 pity and I'm on 50-50, but I figured if I win the 50-50, maybe I'll do one roll. I have about 200 wishes accumulated. I'm definitely not free to play, but we'll kind of address that. I hoping my PC will handle it, but you never know. My PC sometimes just hates me, so we'll see. But anyway, back into this daily run. I think, yeah, just having died to die that many times is going to be really powerful. What is interesting, though, is the whole modifier for adding, where's a controlled cast? Adding 10 cards at the bottom of your draw pile, just because it means that if you don't finish fights early, which a lot of elite fights you won't, just not as reliable. I don't think I'm going to go for a poison build here, just because even with random cards, with that many on the bottom of the deck, we're not going to be able to cycle through to like the deadly poisons like I usually go, so maybe we'll try Dagger Throw here. Not sure what the best strategy for any daily run is. People come out with like, ooh, nice free chest. Orichalcum's good. People come out of these daily runs with like 2k plus scores, and I don't know if that's because they fight every single thing, or what it is. I'm still pretty new. I would have loved to get Ice Cream here. Super, super good card. Let's grab Akabeko, though. Or maybe... That would be hilarious if I could just get another die. Let's try Akabeko. Extra damage on the first attack every combat. Very, very helpful. I think that could be good. Let me just double check this real quick. Sorry, just making sure some other stuff is working. But yeah, wow, that's super powerful. Extra damage every single combat. And we're pretty much guaranteed to have at least one of those, if not more. Even as we're adding more cards. Backstab's really good though. Innate, free, extra damage. Another very, very solid card that I like to pick up. Interesting. Okay, matching cards. Parasite, definitely don't want that. Quick Slash might not be terrible. Neutralize, Finisher. I'd take another Neutralize at this point. I wasn't even paying attention. This is that. Interesting, yeah. Aside from the one mistake there, interesting. I can usually get 1 or 2 cards there. I've accidentally gotten curses there just because I've randomly matched them, but I've always wondered if people just like randomly manage to get like all 10 or something, but... And right after I said we should get da-da-da every single turn, we didn't get one, but... This enemy's always dangerous just because it'll weaken that strength and dexterity. I just never know what the correct strategy is. With this enemy, you kind of can stall it out a little bit more reliably, but... And should I put down that extra damage? You know what, let's throw up a little bit of block. We went for a bit of a safer path here so we could go for the campfire, and maybe I'll just heal there just to be safe. I know it's always good to upgrade as many cards as you can, but like this enemy does 18 damage every single turn. You know what, let's just go for the damage here. Because if nothing else, I just realized too I shouldn't have blocked last turn because we have Orichalcum, so 1 defend is only 5 block. We're taking a ton of damage here, but we should be able to finish the fight here. Interesting. I guess I could direct check my draw pile every time, but Shuriken's very, very helpful, especially when you have a bunch of 1 or 0 cost cards. Dexterity Potion's nice, extra block for 1 fight. Not a huge fan of any of these cards, but I do usually focus on poison builds for the silence, so not sure if this is the player at the start of your turn. Mulligan 1 card, that could be good. Glass Knife becomes pretty bad pretty quickly, especially with such... I'm just thinking, trying to build around, like, not only are we going to have our building deck, we're also going to have 10 cards on top of that. So anything that's relying on cycling through, so maybe Tools of Trade could be good. And I'm going to heal her. We lost quite a chunk of health there. Maybe don't need to, but I'd rather play it safe. This doesn't seem like one of those daily runs that you can just kind of run through and just base roll everything. Ooh. Not a fan of this enemy either, but... at least we can stack up some early strength with Shuriken here. Lots of damage there, wow. Depending on what we draw, we might be able to just finish this enemy. I just never quite know, because this is... again, I've talked about this so many times, but it gains 2 strength every single time you play a skill. Oh, gosh. It's just hard to know what the correct play is. Here, we'll lay down this power, lay down that. We are going to take some damage here, but again, when you can only play 1 block and you have Orichalcum, unless the block's upgraded, Orichalcum's going to block a little bit more damage anyway, I think, so. Nice. Sweet. Yeah, draw an extra card. Not bad. Nice. Got out of that relatively unscathed. Horncleat's good free block. Ooh, I really, really like Alchemize. I'm a sucker for that, because when it's upgraded, it's free, and just getting a ton of potions is really, really powerful in the long run. Some of them aren't as helpful, but for some usually HP, okay, not bad. I'm a sucker for question marks. I know it's maybe not optimal, but... grab another innate backstab. I don't think I need another one here. Another AoE. That's just basically die to die, but innate, but less damage. Let's grab the... you know what? Let's hold off. Let's hold off. Save a little bit of money here. I think we can afford to upgrade a card here. We'll probably have to heal before the boss, depending. What does that upgrade? 4 damage to every enemy. I'm just going to upgrade Alchemize. That way it's just free whenever I have it. And because the Frozen Eye does put that at the very bottom of the deck, we should be okay to make sure that we're drawing that most cycle, just because we... by the end game, usually only end up with like maybe 30 cards. I'm willing to lose the gold here. Not another shop in our path by the end of the floor, so not a big deal. Interesting. Right then, and we got it first here. Explosive Potion, that could be potentially really good. Throw these out. And... wow, yeah, that was powerful. Spirit Potion, okay. Outmaneuver, I really, really like Outmaneuver. When it's upgraded, it's investing 3 energy into the following turn, but I think Deflect here is the safe play. 0 cost cards are just generally reliable, I think. Another one of these guys, okay. Maybe apply the Vulnerable here. Just make this fight just a tad bit easier. Do a ton of damage here. Nice. Wow. That's crazy. And then I didn't check what boss it is on the first one. Okay, it's defense. Oh, okay. I don't know the official names for any of them by heart, but not a bad boss by any means to get. Let's see, grab this. I was about to say maybe I need to throw some block, but I'm an idiot. We had Horncleat this turn. So that went out really well. The Vulnerable Potion paid out really well. Anchor, so now we have free block on the first and the second turn. That's super, super helpful. And I'm going to grab another Alchemize, honestly. 2 potions, potentially every single fight. Crazy, crazy good. And we'll upgrade it. Don't know if that's necessarily efficient, but I think this run seems generally pretty powerful. I'm a little worried for bosses just because those fights are going to go quite a ways. Our die-dies are going to time out. We're not going to have them anymore. But just starting off here. Wow. Able to even... okay, maybe not puncture through that. Explosive Potion. And you know what? Let's pop the Dexterity Potion. I don't know if I'll need it, but we're going to get potions cycling through with double free Alchemize, so no need to necessarily just hold off on them. Oh, does that end at every single... wait, what? At the start of your turn? Okay, so we'll never cycle through cards more than once. That's crazy interesting. Alright, let's just throw up some block. We didn't enter in with full health. Usually on a normal run, my rule is try to go in with 50 health, at least for this first boss floor. But I don't know if that's going to be necessary here. Alright, free attack. Let's see what it gives us. Flying Knee or Sucker Punch. We only have a Deflect here. Let's lay down our power. Do the Sucker Punch for free. Weaken its attack a little bit. I'm gonna do this just on the chance that we get a block, which we did. So I think that was generally good. But that is interesting. So we're never... It's fine to take as many exhaust cards as we want, because we will literally never hit the bottom of our deck. That's really interesting. Whenever you play a card, gain one block, that's a good power to have down. Let's just dump the regular strike. I'm gonna pop that down. Stacking a bunch of potentially really good powers could be really interesting. Alchemize for another free attack potion. Card all non-attack cards, Predator. It is free, so let's do this. We'll draw 2 additional cards next turn. Could easily be able to force us into defensive mode here. And we're stacking up strength. What a crazy, interesting run. Yeah, I don't think forcing into defensive mode will be a huge issue, depending on what it gives us, because this isn't going to show us an order, but look at that. Like, I think I was right to not try and rely too heavily on poison, though, because normally poison decks, I think, do rely on cycling back through them pretty reliably. Grand Finale is never going to be playable, ever. Skewer, calculate the gamble. I'd like to get a little bit of defenses here, but I don't even know if we have... Like, we have 1 defensive card here. That is interesting. We're gonna have, like, yeah, we have almost no defensive cards that have been added so far. So, you know what? Let's do... Corpse Explosion, just because that won't do damage to us. Oh gosh. I don't know if this is the correct play here, but I'm always hesitant to just go wild on this thing in defensive mode, because you'll take Thorn damage, but you're still stalling out the fight doing things that way. Piercing Will. Oh, no, I don't want to get rid of that. Doppelganger. Next turn, gain. Draw X cards and gain. That could be interesting. What I think we're going to do here is Piercing Will. That'll negate its damage down to 4. Play Doppelganger. Good investment in the following turn, and we're only going to take 2 damage here. We should be able to clear this boss fight with ease, but again, these longer fights, I don't know what the 3rd floor boss is. That's what's really concerning me. If we're going to lose, I think it's going to be on a boss fight. Spirit can go... Gonna take a fair amount of damage here. I think Blade Dance here, because we're gonna get a bunch of block off of our after image here. From Shivs. And some strength building as well. We're already up to 3. Doppelganger could be funny. Let's calculate a gamble. See what it gives us. That's a little bit more doable, I think. Flying need to invest a bunch of energy in the next turn. And that forced it in defensive mode. Nice. We're gonna have a bunch of energy next turn. And we should be able to just do enough damage. It's already got 6 poison stacks on it, so we only need to be able to do 19 damage for it to die. Riddle Souls outmaneuver. We don't need outmaneuver because we should be able to end it here. Let's Sucker Punch. Riddle Souls. And it's dead. Nice. That was a pretty clean first floor. A lot of these daily challenges do seem quite a bit more powerful than regular runs, though, for sure. Let's try Burst. I'm just thinking again, let's avoid poison. Ordinarily, that's my favorite go-to strat, but no longer Smith at rest sites. It does seem like there's quite a few chests. The thing to keep in mind, though, is if we're getting curses, our deck is literally bottomless. We're never going to draw anything from the discard pile again. So let's try, Busted Crown's also really tempting, just because I'm not even sure I'm going to be adding too many cards to my deck. You know what, let's do Busted Crown, just because there's no drawback to that. Aside from, you know, having fewer card options, but I don't think that's going to be a huge issue here. Alright, let's see what our paths have. So, I think I might go right side here. This path right here provides a lot of opportunity with the safety from the bonfires, and we can go a couple question marks here. I just love question marks. I'm a sucker for them. I don't know if they're the correct choice ever, but I really like them. Okay, I was hoping for 3 die to dies here. That's fine. We should still be able to stun all 3 of them, right? Backstab one of them. Break this one. Replace this one. Perfect. And you know what? I'm just gonna chuck this. We can be pretty liberal with our use of the potions, and we have 2 alchemizes that are going to be guaranteed pretty much drawn every time. Just because a regular deck, the original deck, is always going to be at the very top. Cloak and Dagger, gain 6 block. Add 2 shifts into your hand. I don't hate that, so let's try it. And it's already upgraded, which is nice. Nice. I'm going to pass on that just because it's giving up the max HP for bites, and we can't cycle through to get the HP every single time. Again, we'll draw those every single fight, so we'd be able to kind of start each fight with some healing, but I just don't know if I think that's a good idea here. I'm just going to smash and grab. Ritual Dagger, again, needs to be used finish enemies to gain stacking damage. Not super reliable. We can only get one of these. I'm really tempted to get thorns. Just because whetstone could be really randomly terrible. I mean, attacks. Specifically attacks. It could upgrade the dice for 4 damage. Backstab for... Oh, view upgrade. Here we go. Upgrade backstab for 4 damage. That for 4... It'd be pretty much a 4 damage increase across the board and a 3 damage on strikes. So let's just grab thorns. I think that's just universally pretty helpful. I don't think we need to worry about medical kit because, again, even if we do get curses or unplayable cards, they're not going to cycle back through. Anything that's going to the discard pile isn't going to come back up in the deck because of this controlled chaos with the Frozen Eye. And no need to buy anything else, so let's just save the rest of our money for maybe another relic in the future. I am going to go for this double elite path, though. Get some relics stacking up. Interesting. I don't like this enemy. I could... You could potentially do a lot with Burst Alchemize. That'd be pretty funny. Let's see. Let's just dump the Speed Potion. I'm going to Duplication Potion, do this. Just because I want to see... Let's try this, actually. Did that... Oh, it does have to be a skill. Okay. So pop this. Do Colorless Potion. I'm just interested to see what we can get. I don't think the turn's going to go that time. Let's just do Panache. I don't even think any of those is going to be super helpful. Let's try Double Dagger Throw, because we already have enough block from our anchor to cover everything. So we can just discard this. You know, let's discard Tools of Trade. And interesting, okay. Maybe not the most efficient way to do things, but for regular enemies, having Anchor followed by Horncleat is super powerful. Although it's not attacking this turn, which is fine. Let's discard this because it's not attacking. Alchemize for another free potion. We have Double Smoke Bomb. Again, I don't really aim to go for a really high score, but I don't know if running from fights affects our score. I have no idea how that works. I'm going to pass on expertise here. But I might just Smoke Bomb if I think I'm in trouble. Or if it's a fight that I think I'm just going to take a bunch of damage from, because... Yeah, just why not just with potion here? Interesting. Deflect. Double die will take care of the minions for sure. Backstab will lay down 1 block. Which of these does more damage? That does more damage. And nice. Very nice. Super powerful, like, I really like... Again, I don't know if that's seeded. But specializing with 5 dice just makes your early game so powerful. Interesting. And again, the Shuriken was very fortunate too, because with what we've got going on with so many 1-cost with the extra energy from Busted Crown, super easy to get some strength early on in a fight. What is a downside is now that we're getting into the more unpredictable cards... Actually, no, we're good this turn. Let's keep 1 of the blocks. Apply 3 weak, not a big deal. Let's just rush the boss here. I think we can probably kill it unless we have a bunch of, like, defensive cards. But again, we have 26 cards, so... I guess... No, we should... Well, no. We played through 23. So this is where we're getting into the randomness. That still worked out pretty well. We can finish the fight. Right? Yeah. No, yeah, not even close. I'm not sure what I was wondering. Nice. I really like this this daily run. A lot of daily runs are just so fun. Mob Bank is interesting. We can get rid of 1 of the smoke bombs. We're probably strong enough that we don't need to worry too much. Adrenaline's good. Again, exhaust cards are generally pretty powerful because the exchange is usually that they exhaust themselves, but don't got to worry about that when... Again, we're literally never going to cycle through a deck again. What does this do? Gain 2 energy, and extra energy isn't bad. Next 2 skills. I'm really tempted to just upgrade some of our upfront damage. Maybe not the best play there. Could maybe afford to upgrade utility, but we've got double potions, so... This I am going to toss this. See what this gives me. Fine. That might have been a bit of a waste, but I don't mind doing it. Might as well make sure that it can't do anything in terms of that. And we are going to proc Shuriken twice. That's crazy. That's the power of a Shiv build with this. I'm really concerned if the boss of the 3rd floor is Time Boss. I hate Time Boss, and it's going to completely just destroy our life. And you know what? Why not? Let's just drink this. We just have so much potion upkeep with 2 free alchemizes. I was really surprised that it gave that to us. Usually 1's more than enough in a normal run. But, like, that's another thing that's just so good about this island. Is if you get it. you have a whole lot to work with. Let's Cloak and Dagger, see what this gives me. We'll see if we need that. I don't think we will. We can just go full block. Yeah, we should be able to find. No need to waste them. At least hold some. I feel like I'm just going to be holding on the Smoke Bomb forever, but we'll see. As it gives me more potions. Whenever you play a Power Guard, heal HP. Okay, not bad. Wraithform, I'm just not a big fan of that. I don't think it's bad. 2 turns of Intangible is extremely powerful, but you have to consider that it costs 3 energy, and at the end of turn you lose 1 dexterity, and as far as I know, unless you have like an artifact, I'm pretty sure artifact does get rid of some debuffs like that. Just because I know it's happened with, like, I've used some of those temporary, like, gain 5 dexterity, gain 5 strength, and if I've had an artifact, it's actually counted the losing it at the end of the turn as a debuff. So I don't know if that's how that works, but I've just never messed around too much with Wraithform. I just don't think I really like it. Yeah, making every elite fight easier is definitely a boon here. Give us this one again, not a big deal. That's a lot of just free damage, though. That's crazy. Nice. Really powerful run. Don't ever give up. I mean, he was going to support his friends, but they are no longer alive. Let's see. Attack. That's going to do 7 damage. That's going to do 15, and it is free. Huh. Interesting. I could burst. Let's just see what we can get here. Still chaos is always interesting. I mean, I could deflect, but it doesn't make a difference. I'm pretty sure we can probably just finish the elite here next turn. Because we only played 2 of these, and we have 5. Interesting. Get rid of this. I'm really tempted to just Distilled Chaos, but I feel like it would be a bit of a waste when we can just end the fight. And I'm pretty happy with our current potions, so maybe could have cycled for something better, but why not? Oh, nice. 14 max HP. And Venom, yeah. Power cards are also helpful. Anything that, like, is an exhaust, again, for that quick effect, or anything that is a power card that'll just remain, could be very, very helpful. Sorry, checking my stream, just making sure that's working. Still learning all this stuff, trying to make sure everything works correctly, but yeah, it looks like everything's up. No, I'm not gonna give up 338 gold, especially on an AoE fight when we can just hit you really hard with these. Nice. And in fact, that's partially why I'm a little bit scared to increase the the size of my deck, just because it makes it harder to get those. Fire Potion's nice. I'm willing to give up 2 dexterities for a little bit of free burst. I'm going to pass on that. Bane is powerful, 10 damage for 1, but again, I just don't think fights are going to last that long for that to be important. Okay. Do this. It's nice that, that first attack doing so much extra damage is crazy. I'm just going to chuck this. Why not just finish it before it blocks? Maybe a bit of a waste, but why not? Dagger throw. Yeah, I'm gonna. That one, I feel a little bit better about taking that, just because if I do draw that in the first hand, it still lets me cycle through cards a little bit more. You know what? Let's play it out. I really, really don't like this enemy. Why not? Envenom? We'll give it a try. I was gonna say, if it was attacking first, it's just this enemy, I feel like on normal runs, again, daily runs are just so powerful that they don't quite function in the same way, but here, yeah, I was like, I'm probably gonna take some damage. Yeah, let's just Smoke Bomb, I think. Yeah, let's just Smoke Bomb, otherwise we're gonna take unnecessary damage. I love how it just looks like a giant fart cloud. I know, super mature, but I just... That's the only thing I can think of every time I see that. And we still reliably are getting at least 1 every single time. So very, very helpful. Try and get rid of the ones that do the most damage. I don't know why I threw that one at that. That was kind of stupid. Okay. Gonna take a little bit of damage here because I didn't play this correct. Never mind. We have Anchor Horn Fleet. What am I even talking about? I was like, I definitely did not play that optimally by any means. I don't think we could have killed all 3, but it still went fine. Oh no, you added a wound to my discard. That's never gonna show up. And the problem here is, let's get rid of that one. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So easy to get potion up. It's crazy. Why does it keep giving me max HP? Having 94 when this character normally starts with 70 is crazy. But might as well just upgrade a card here. We're stacking up so much money for Mob Bank. Hopefully we'll get a spicy shop on the 3rd floor. What does this do? Yeah, why not? Just make it so we can more accessibly play that. It's the champion. Interesting. Good old champion. Let's try the skill potion. Distraction. Oh my gosh. Draw skill game for block. Okay. We had more than enough block here, but it doesn't hurt. I kind of want to distill chaos now just to see if it plays that power. It didn't, but it would have looked a really big brain if it had. So, there's that. Alright, dexterity potion, fire potion. I'll probably save that for once he's in second phase, just help chew through the second phase a little bit faster. Proc Shuriken twice here, that's crazy powerful. Might as well pop that, I think. I don't know if we'll need it, but it never hurts to have extra strength, extra dexterity for any fight. Fight's invulnerable, that's fine. He's buffing. Nice. But again, the fights are where I'm nervous. I'm praying that the 3rd floor boss is not Time Boss. That would just be the biggest kick in the ugh. That's handy. In block, attack. Proc another shuriken. Wow. Only taking 1 damage here. We're 29 cards into it. This should be where things in theory start to get random. There's my Envenom. We can afford to lay down powers here because it's not attacking. So that's 13 damage now. This is 10 damage now, but it's 3 plus 2 plus 1, and this fight will go another 3 turns. Is the way I view things with poison. So we have a lot of artifacts or relics. I always confuse artifacts with relics, and like usually the words are interchangeable, just not really in this case. Okay, setup's not really helpful. Let's see what this gives me. I can get rid of one of the Endless Agonies. Cloak and Dagger, sure, that gives me a free shiv. Unload. First, I mean, we can just play everything in our hand here. Yeah, I mean, we are stacking up poison just because of our, what is called, Envenom. I'm really worried about closing out this fight, though. Admittedly. Okay, we don't need this. Dodge and roll, we're gonna need some free block. Let's play Distraction, see what it gives us. Interesting. Noxious enemies. Enemies, I don't know what it... That's not what that was. We are gonna take 10 damage here, but we're still at full health. Let's hit him with this. Yeah, Grand Finale is just a dead card. There is no way we are ever going to play that. We have an infinite deck. I don't even take that on normal run because it never happens. Oh, quick little freeze here. This makes us happy. There we go. Alright, perfect. Let's get rid of... We don't... Dash is a good chunk of damage, but we don't need to worry about the block. Which is why I really like that card. Play that. Gal drops. Oh, it's just crazy how much we can draw. Random skill. Nice, drawing 2 cards is good too. That is hilarious. Piercing Wills. 2 Piercing Wills. I mean, on a turn it would have attacked. That would have been 12 strength potentially. Would have been crazy. Here he's getting really butthurt because we're messing with him. Sheds his poison stacks. He gains 10 Metallicized. That's... What? Has he always done that much damage? Get rid of that. Let's play this. We can't even lay down block. Oh no, are we gonna die? Let's do this and this. I think that's more damage. We might actually just die if he does this more than once. I know he does like the big attack ones, and we were still vulnerable, but... Okay, that's a little bit better. Just... Oh gosh, that was scary. Root of Expertise. Let's play After Image. So now we get 2 block every time we play a card. Very, very helpful. We practically have to dash there. Not really an option. Acrobatics. I don't know why I did that. We wouldn't have been able to play it, but that's fine. We were able to get more than enough block that way. Dash was pretty helpful. I mean, we can even just look at what it gives us, but it's just not really gonna be a huge factor. Yeah, that is not good. Maybe play a card. Choke is interesting. Choose a card next turn at 3 cards. No, not gonna do that. Let's play God Drops. Let's play... I should have played Choke first. I don't know what I'm doing. Glass Knife. Okay, he's dead. That was a little bit scary. Again, it's just it's reliably just not giving me a whole lot of block. So again, long fight's just really dangerous. No, stop trying to give me Wraith Form. I don't like that card. Not a fan. Calling Go. You know what? So we have an option here to upgrade one random card, 50 gold. Not a huge deal. Max HP. That could be interesting. I'm going to get the Bell, though, because we'll only draw the Bell once. The Bell is literally just a dud card, and then we're never going to see it again every battle. Interesting. Okay. Every 10 attack, double damage, poison transfers. That's not going to be super helpful. Healing 25 HP at the start of boss fights is always helpful, though. Only... it's time boss. Ah! That's what I was afraid of. That is indeed what I was afraid of. Okay, I just wanted to make sure this left bat had a boss, just because it seemed like there were more elites here. And we're in a position where fighting bleeds is a huge issue. Throw this immediately. Did it throw it? Oh, okay. Here, let's end Venom. Die. Whew, crazy. And then the other ones aren't attacking, so let's just rush the Spiker. Get a free potion. I'll just lay that down. And they die. Yeah. Those do go to the deck, which could be annoying, but... I'm gonna do this just to see if we get our other Alchemize. We did not. Just one of those, like, ingots things that, like, doesn't work out most of the time, but if it does, it looks really smart. No. Not a big fan of that card. Maybe not the worst thing on a normal run, but I think here is maybe not just that useful. Ooh, perfect. I was hoping for all the dies here. Can we just end this fight out? That was an incredibly lucky draw for this encounter. I tell you what, that was... Whew, nice. 3 shifts? Okay. That's basically... Yeah, terrible. I will take... It's basically just a free proc on the Shuriken. Wonder if we can get Kunai here. I'm just gonna gain the gold. Again, it doesn't really matter, but we have so much gold that we're basically gonna just be able to buy out this last shop, so it doesn't really make a difference, I think. Fight here? That's fine. The Spiker's a little bit annoying. One of them is attacking. Okay. Let's throw up to deflect. Add the 3 shivs. I'm gonna just shiv this enemy. I should have died first, actually. That was a mistake. Because my Akabeko here would have done more damage. Let's do this. We got so many shifts. Wow. This is gonna stack up a bunch of block here, but we've already stacked up 3 strength. This is such a good strategy until we get to Time Boss, and the Time Boss just gets super buffed, and we just annihilate ourselves. But nice. So if this run is going to fail, yeah, I will take Lick Sweep. That sounds pretty helpful. If this run is going to fail, it's going to be on Time Boss, though, and that's what I was afraid of. No, I'd like to fight the rest of the floor. We're gaining a lot of strength, and we have a bunch of elite fights coming up. This guy is annoying just because he goes intangible. Let's just gain the artifact. Let's apply the weak. Apply 99 vulnerable. This guy's just annoying because he goes in. He gets intangible every turn. Just get rid of that. We could apply more weak. In fact, we can burst apply a bunch of weak. It's going to be weakened now for basically the entire fight. That's helpful. What is disappointing is because we didn't draw a bunch of our dies the first turn, I think that is one of our most reliable sources of damage. We only drew 1. Never mind, I was about to say, I think we're going to draw a bunch from here, and then we didn't. So disregard me. We can still stack up strength at least, though. But, what's it doing? Oh, still goes into... Not a factor. Really does not matter, dude. Okay, we can finish the fight here. I was going to say we could take damage, but no, we're fine. Nice. Strawberry. Do I want to smoke? You know what? I'm going to pass on the smoke bomb. That could be interesting, but I'm going to pass on the power dude. I just don't think we need it. That is famous last words. I'm really bad about jinxing myself. I hope I don't, but those are the trade being free. You know what? Sure. We already have over 100 max HP. That's insane. Another enemy that shouldn't be too bad. We didn't draw any dies here. That is interesting. I'm gonna burst Adrenaline. Huh. That worked out well. Alright, then do this. This. Might as well use these. Okay then, that worked out really, really well. You can summon one more dagger. It's not gonna make a difference. That would hurt if I couldn't end the fight here. Nice. What relic we got? Eternal Feather. Okay, free healing on rest sites. I mean, we haven't been taking damage, but that doesn't mean it's not appreciated. And we are going to take a ton of fights here. No reason not to, honest. Wait, no, we need to go to that shop. I forgot. We have 869 money. We need to go to that shop. Surely that's more worth it, because we can buy 3 relics instead of just getting 1 from the elite. Oh. Not the biggest fan of this. And we didn't draw die. Unfortunate, but just sometimes the way things go. It is a flat. Okay, so it doesn't really matter which one we do that on. Get rid of the exploder here. Might as well discard that. Let's start hitting this spiker that's going to gain more spikes, maybe? I mean, not super. Maybe I should have played my Swift Potion there, just because these guys are gonna stack up spikes, and oh, didn't have my turn, and it is annoying when they do that. That went to the draw pile. That could be potentially annoying. Although I think it shuffles in with the rest of these cards here that go to the bottom. Interesting. The potion god. I am actually gonna pop this here. Okay, I can work with this. Die. Might as well play this. Doesn't hurt. Oh, I took a little bit of damage there because I wasn't paying attention to how much damage I had taken, but not a big deal. It was only 3 damage. No. What you got? Don the red mask. That's just free gold. Yeah, if you have the red mask, nice. I've never had this much money. Lantern, juicy bracelets, and courage. I'll buy a cunning potion, why not? Why not buy another die, honestly? Noxus Fumes, I think, is going to be a little bit underwhelming. It is free poison, but well, what else? I was going to say, what else did he have? Transform at X random colorless card. Ooh. Why not? And you know what? Let's just get rid of a strike. We're underwhelming at this point, and we had so much money to burn. We spent like 900 gold there, jeez. This is problematic if it uses effect first, which it didn't. That's awesome. That's always like the worst case scenario with this guy. Or it's not even a guy, it's just something. Actually, we have an artifact potion, so I could have used it to negate that. Hindsight being what it is. What's this? Oh, that allows me to actually reuse a card. That's interesting. It's not using its effect though, which is good. Because if I don't have to, I would prefer not to, you know? Just because, well, actually, does the time boss debuff? I feel like I usually know these things until I actually, like, I'm like, huh. Acrobatics is a good mulligan. One more elite fight. This guy again, that's fine. Alright, what you got? Flying weak is nice. Now we have more than enough block. Let's do that. I should have played that first. Okay. Next turn we won't be able to do diddly squat to it, but it shouldn't be an issue. It's just satisfying to see when you have enough relics that it goes to another page, man. I just love seeing that. Adrenaline, really bad. Actually, here, you know what? Let's liquid memories. Up a leg sweep. I do think that's helpful. Yeah, that gave us just enough block. And here we're just gonna do this just for the strength gain. And it's 1 free damage, 1 free poison. Unfortunate to get big burst on the turn it's intangible. But that's just kind of the nature of this lead enemy. You can't really control that. Multi-hit attacks are good when you have thorns. Oh, I really want to do that. Let's do this. this, because that's definitely going to be worth it. And then let's transmute 2 random cards, see what it gives me. Draw 2 cards, put a hand on. Okay, that's... That didn't actually work out as well as I was thinking it might. I guess I should have played that. I just didn't know. I hate to, like, draw cards when I'm not going to use it. But, go into the final fight with extra potions. Okay, I don't need both of these. I should have used that, but... Do this. This. Innate deal damage equal to... If we do get that during an actual fight, that would be hilarious. Should be able to end it next turn. Or we could just let it die to poison, but... I don't like this guy, so I might just attack it out of spite. Apotheosis. That is interesting. Apotheosis with an unlimited deck size of just random things would be hilarious. Letter opener, Blessing of the Forge. I'm gonna pass the Blessing of the Forge. I will take another die to die though. Thank you. Might be a little underwhelming. I am concerned about Time Boss, admittedly. But we will figure something out. Might as well just buff something to damage. Just because we're playing so many cards every turn, like... Let's drink this. 26 starting damage, okay. Alchemize, free strength for the fight. Okay. Play the deflect. With quick slash. Neutralize itself, we'll play backstab. Let's play the energy potion and then do this. Just because I'm curious what it'll give me. That's a lot of damage. Metamorphosis, if those ever go through. One of those already costed 0 anyways. Your draw pile into your hand. That's not actually helpful because we can't do it. Might as well do that. Might as well do this. And good instinct. You know what, actually, I am going to do this. Just because... Get rid of something that's not helpful. And then hit its clock. Just so that we don't have the... Just so we're not in a position where we can only play 1 card next turn. Does gain strength. Odd company. Yeah, I'm sure you don't see very many people because you're kind of a jerk. I know it doesn't necessarily behoove me to just play a ton of cards because of its time effect, but it's still getting damage now and we're still stacking up shuriken, so I don't know if it's necessarily unhelpful either. What did it just do? Apply? Oh, okay, that's gonna hurt. Interesting. Okay, well. Ideally, I'd like to play enough cards here that we proc time again. What's the best block card here? Blur won't be that helpful. You know, let's dodge and roll just because it'll give me block next turn. Okay, yeah, nice. Still gonna take a heaping, humping chunk of damage here, but that's because we were also vulnerable, so... Ow. It's buffing here, that's fine. Time Bomb actually could be very helpful. Adrenaline and Venom, okay. This enemy does heal to half at some point, so I don't know... Is that on this buff turn? Yeah, I was here, okay. Terror, we need to play this. Might as well play that. Gonna take some damage here. And unfortunately, we're only gonna be able to play 2 cards next turn. That's just how it goes, though. We might actually lose this. Which is crazy after just breezing through the entire run. If we do lose it, honestly, I'm down to do it again just because this was such a fun run. I don't need another Tools of the Trade. Let's just, bullet time, maybe? Oh, wait, no, bullet time's not worth it. I just realized he... Yeah, no, we're good. Let's do this. Okay, free dexterity. 17 damage or 8 block. I'm gonna do this. Give myself 13 block here. Sucks that we can't play the rest of those cards, but again, that's just Time Boss for you. Ow. One more big attack and we do die, though, so... We might have actually lost. That is crazy. Wow, I think we actually lost. Cannot draw additional cards. That's not helpful. This, do this. Impatience. Blur. That's insane. We actually lost this run. This was such an insanely powerful daily run. It's just because it was Time Boss. It could have been Deka and Donu, and it could have been the sneaky boy that like revives itself, and it would have been a cakewalk. We still had 974 score even though we lost. I'm gonna do that again though. I honestly had a lot of fun. I'd like to do a little bit of ascension grinding, but that was such a fun run. I don't mind doing that again. I also want to make sure it does it give me die again, or is it a random card? Okay, perfect. So that does make a lot of sense then. Is the screen froze for a second here. There we go. So now that we know, we can follow the same path though and get pretty much the same artifacts. Because it does appear as though it is seeded, so. And some things like the shuriken was absurdly helpful. I don't remember exactly what I did, but it feels so bad to lose such a powerful daily run though. In all honesty, that feels kind of bad, but again, it was the one boss that, like, I'm gonna actually pass here. Now that we know, well, maybe we should try to focus on gathering up. Orichalcum was helpful. Not super helpful, but it was helpful. Akabeko was also very helpful that entire run. But I'm just thinking about, like, what we need to do, because we don't want to be relying too much on zero-cost cards, just because we know it's going to be time boss. I feel really, really sad if I somehow manage to fail this again. I do like backstab. The big problem is ultimately, though, like I was saying, on all these bosses, eventually, I don't even know if I want... Is this seeded too? Oh, it was. I don't even know if I necessarily want anything else here. This should be the other parasite then. I didn't want anything else here, so that's fine. I just did that because I was curious if it was seeded, which it is. Yeah, so it's this enemy again here. We shouldn't be in any real threat, honestly, so... I say we just go full ham here. We know we did lose a fair chunk of HP on the first floor elites, but we weren't ever really in danger. And it is, first floor boss is the one that you have to force in defense phases, which is important to remember. Interesting. But if I do remember here, we did take a pretty big chunk of damage against this guy. I mean, I'm not even gonna defend it unless we... And again, with Orichalcum, unless you invest 2 defense, it's less block than Orichalcum gives you. I think this is literally going just carbon copy of what happened last time, though. So, maybe we'll shake things up, but I really liked a lot of what we had. Here, I wasn't super impressed with Tools of the Trade. So we're going to pass here. I'm actually not... Well, Doppelganger. Let's try Doppelganger. Could be fun. Let's just smith up, what does this do? 3 damage? X plus 1. That just sounds like fun. I just want to make sure I get the double alchemize again. That's what I'm most concerned about. In all honesty. Because I was super, super happy about that. I'm really tempted to... Yeah, no, we're probably not gonna get more value out of Doppelganger than we are just playing those right now. So we should be able to just end the fight next turn. Yeah, don't give yourself a hernia, dude. But we can end the fight here, right? Yeah, okay, because of the shrink from Shuriken. Bottle Lightning, that was not what we got last time. Maybe do Doppelganger? We did get Alchemized again, that's good. What path did we take here? I want to say I did this one. I'm pretty sure this is the path I took. Centennial Puzzle, we did get that last time. It does appear that chest is seeded, but elite drops aren't. Here we passed, which I think is the correct decision. Here we rested. I'm just gonna smith up another card though. Oh, I smithed Alchemized last time. That would have been smart. But if this is the same path we took, yep, lose 50 gold. This is the path we took last time. Yeah. Maybe shake things up on other floors, but I don't know if I'm too worried about anything here. Nice. Liquid Memories. I took a Deflect here. I just feel like we should be getting as many defensive cards as we can. Because again, I was worried last time about not having enough offensive cards, like the dies when we needed them. But then we ended up not having any blocking power. So, I don't know. Let's try Doppelganger though. That'll give me X plus 1, so 2 energy and 2 extra cards next turn. Bottle Lightning, maybe it wasn't good to start with that. But I thought it would be interesting. Neutralize is good. We can't kill it this turn, but we should be able to basically stop it from doing anything. Yeah, nice. But I just they had to do time boss, man. I hate time boss with a passion. If we look at memories here, strike. I did not calculate that right. It's fine. We'll just check this. I didn't calculate that though quite correctly. We did get anger still. Didn't we have? Oh, are we not gonna get our second turn block? We don't have our second turn block. I'm gonna smith this. I'm gonna apply 3 vulnerable. I think we had 3 weak last time too. Might as well just pop these though. Free damage, free damage. Honestly, let's just do this. Curious to see what that'll do. But I thought we had the Horn Cleat at this point, so maybe that's what Bottled Lightning replaced. That would be my initial guess. Gain one artifact, this boss doesn't debuff, so let's just do Metamorphosis. If we even draw him. I just hate not to make use of that extra energy. We did come into this fight with a lot less health, so let's do that. But I really do want to redeem myself, make sure that I don't fail this again. Why did I do that without setting a block? Okay, set up that. Set up that. Poison stab. I don't know if the rest of that isn't that much damage. So I don't know if the rest of that's actually worth it. Interesting. 20 damage here. We can after image line me. That's fine. This somehow feels even weaker than we did at the start of last time, and last time's first floor was a little bit slow. Bane will go twice, that's nice. Blade Dance is really good for this boss. It's terrible for time boss, but we can't even break its blocks. Let's do this. Warp Explosion, sure. Interesting. This boss is just annoying when it stands. Our grand finale is never going to be useful. Might as well do this. I don't think we can lose this fight unless I do something really stupid, or the first turn it comes out of That's helpful. Or it comes out swinging once it gets back into offensive mode and I can't do anything about it. Which we have a colorless potion too to work with. 12 damage, yeah, we're fine. Let's we'll do this. Let's try this. And this. Yeah, see, it wasn't even a threat. Interesting. Attack potion. I'm gonna pass here. Burst wasn't actually that helpful last time. Here, I'm still gonna take Busted Crown. I thought that was very helpful. And it turned out to be like the only energy gain we had. Not that energy gain is super important when Mr. Time Boss just gives you the big old middle finger. I still felt like... it's just hard to know if I really need to follow the same path. Let's try left side this time. We went right side last time. For certain, because I went for super question marks. Please give me 3 die. It didn't even give me 1. Let's try these. All out attack, good. AoE is good. Re-attacks are good. Don't want to accidentally discard my... something important. That was the card I was hoping to play. We can still stun 2 of them though. So not a big deal. They weren't going to do any damage through our anchor anyways, but I'd rather have them stunned than not, so we can maybe finish him off next turn. Interesting. Get a free potion. Do this, stun this bird. Yeah. Very, very good build. Honestly, this is one of those fights though that, like, I mentioned this a lot when I played the regular game, but the first fight on a lot of floors, I feel like I take a pretty good chunk of damage. On a normal run, you'd maybe have 1 AoE card at this point on the silent. You know, maybe. Cloak and Dagger's gonna just bite us. Anything based around shivs will just bite us in the long run because we know it's Time Boss. I had predicted it was Time Boss. I just really hoped it wasn't the case. and the game did me dirty. Intangible's interesting. So do I really want to hold on to that for this such a long time? That's never going to be useful. I mean, it does Hex, so use that. Do that, do that. You know, why not Doppelganger? This way, if it does Hex, it just wastes its turn. Yeah, perfect. Flash of Steel isn't even that good, just because, again, we don't want to be... I just don't want any cards in my deck right now that are just a bunch of useless, like, zero-cost shivs, now that I know that Time Boss is. It was so nice for building up Shuriken strength, but it bit me so hard in the Time Boss. So, let's see. Tactician, no. See if we can buy a relic here. Isn't this the same shop we went to? This is the same shop that we had on the last floor last time. I still think this is the correct option. We have even less gold. Last time we were like 2 gold short of buying a second relic, so. I'm gonna go here. I still need to upgrade my other alchemize, but I'm not gonna not fight the elites, you know? Neither one of them is tagging here. I like to just get rid of this guy. Do this. The problem is none of these potions are really... Well, Thorns will do a little bit of damage back to this enemy. It has so much artifact, that won't do anything. And I don't really feel the need to do that, so let's see what this gives me. Interesting. I do feel the need to put down some block. I just feel like that was probably well advised. You know, if I'd actually just full-on attacked, I think I would have killed it, but we're still not going to take damage, so it's fine. What did it do Frail? That doesn't matter. Nice. Still really solid artifact lineup. I'm fine with giving up that. Caltrops. That could be helpful. I'm just, again, like, literally this run is a cakewalk up until the final boss. I don't like this enemy. I really don't like this enemy. I'm gonna Doppelganger. Even if it's only one. With the +1 effect, it's 2 extra energy, 2 extra things next turn. We're only taking 3 damage here. And the boss of this floor, if I recall correctly, was not a really big factor. I should have just thrown this. Especially now that I have the other alchemize. Well, this just seems redundant, but... let's see what this gives me. Dash? Sure. Should be able to just kill it, but... I love having those, both of those, so it's so nice just being able to get free potions. No. I'm just looking... I don't know what the win con is. Like, ordinarily against Time Boss, I just get poisoned and then defend, but that's really not a option here. Let's do this. This. I'm an idiot. Just do this. Next turn, we for sure will get the die to die, so we can just finish off all the enemies. I'm gonna take a bit of ship damage here, but again, I just... I'm concerned about it. We're actually gonna have so many cards in our hand next turn. We did hit hand capacity, okay. Gambler's Brew. You know what? Please give me my dies. I know you're still holding out on me. There they are. Oh, screen freezes for a sec. There we go. Nice. Yeah, they were all at the bottom. Jeez. You have to consider that these cards are added at the bottom, you know? So we will always cycle through our regular deck first. Nice. Maw Bank. I'm pretty sure these elite drops aren't actually seeded because I don't. No, we had Maw Bank actually. We got this event last time, but it was earlier on in the floor. Fascinating. I don't want this. This enemy is actually very dangerous. You know what? I'm gonna do 1 strike to proc Shuriken. And 4 turns, 4 extra energy next turn. We should be able to do quite a lot. I think of the second floor elites, this is my least favorite one to fight a normal run. In all honesty. You know what? You can have that. The boss of this floor was Champion, if I remember correctly. Maybe get rid of 2. Yeah, get some extra damage done. And we still have, yeah, enough block, so. I actually think I could have greeted and done 1 more defend, but eh. Can we finish the fight here? I do not think... Wait, no, we're good. We're good. Nice. Birdface turn. We're still getting, like, it's weird because we're getting mostly the same relics. This should be different, right? No, we still got Preserved Insect. I don't understand this game. Though, to be fair, you can never do the exact same run unless it's a daily run, so... You know, there's that. Oh, I didn't think this through. We're gonna do... Oh, I only need to lay down 1 block. I'm actually just gonna doppelganger him. They're gonna have some buff and block, but... Shouldn't be a huge issue. I just feel like I'm gonna get to the time boss again, and I'm gonna be really sad when I fall flat on my face a second time. It'd be so awkward, and I know it's coming. That is a rather powerful attack. Pop this. Weaken him. Do that. That. And we can just play everything, so... Nice. Very nice. Summoning more minions. I mean, we were gonna end the fight anyway. Oh, we should make sure to get our free potion. Not bad. I just feel like this, if we can hold on to it. Again, we should get big max HP, which again... The problem was with the time boss is the time boss does hit hard eventually. And we got to the point where we're getting all these random cards from Frozen Eye, and we were just at the mercy of the game. And I think that's what's going to happen with this daily run. And I don't really know how to work around it, and that's scary. Let's do 2 doppelganger. Because I just don't know what I can do to work around that, because you can't plan ahead for it. I could build a deck and maybe get, you know, every 5 cards or so. That's an extra turn that we would have our chosen cards. But I wasn't impressed enough with anything to be like, you know, oh, I need to go for that. So I really just don't know. Throw up 33 block for the attack that isn't coming. But again, it's just like, I just feel like this run is just like, perfect example of a run that's just super powerful for the daily run. You're just going to get to the end and you're going to be in a position where you're like, hopefully I don't get messed over by card RNG. And obviously there's some optimal play. I could definitely make sure that I'm doing things correctly, which I don't always, by any means. I'm not the best player at this game, but I do enjoy this game. I think it's a lot of fun. Explosive Potion. I'm willing to give up the Dexterity here. I just really, I really want to hold on to this. Maybe I'm expecting too much of it, but I feel like it's going to be super useful. 2 dice is what I was looking for. Backstabber. Do that. I really like having the Doppelganger in the starting hand. A lot of enemies don't attack first turn is the thing, like... And we have our anchor to help cover us, so we can invest energy in the second turn, make the second turn hit hard. If I do this, just to get an extra potion, see what it is. 3 week is useful for the champion, which is coming up. Although again, we're probably gonna... That could be really useful if upgraded. Let's try it. It's just, even if we're stocking up on defensive power, it's only gonna last for these, you know, right now 5 turns that we have, if not a little bit less. Let's try this. Bullet time, you know what? We can bullet time here. Because that'll allow us to play all these for free, and then invest all of our energy in Doppelganger. We will absolutely hit max hand size next turn though, but that's fine. Still gonna have a ton of extra energy, so. Which doesn't come by super often on this character. 9 energy, yeah. Cow drops. We didn't hit max hand size. Poison potion, yeah, you can have that. Colorless potion, okay. Steel. You know what? If you're gonna weaken my defense, I'm gonna... That still wasn't enough defense. That is insane. We played like 6 defensive cards there, but because of the frail, it just wasn't enough. Not a huge concern, but that is interesting. I think an attack potion might be more helpful. It's for T-Snow. Interesting. Die. This fight wasn't so smooth last time. That was helpful. Essence of Steel. I'm not a fan of plated armor. Adrenaline. I was super happy to see Adrenaline, but again, it just... Time Boss, man. Time Boss hurts me inside. Very much so. I don't like him. You can have this. You can have that too. Let's save some burst, because now what happened last time, that was an issue, was we just ran the risk, because once we got to, and it'll happen again this time, I'm sure, when he buffed, we got to our random cards. And that was where it got a little bit sketchy. Might as well, it's only 3 block. Did he? Oh, he applied Frail. We're getting a lot of damage down. We got a bunch of free shuriken procs. Huh. We are unfortunately vulnerable for quite a few turns. And we're frail for this turn, so couldn't block anything, well, everything here. Still not a huge concern, I would say. But works good. Poison Stab, Riddle Toll, sure. What debuff is he doing? Oh, this is weaken, isn't it? Oh, and it's vulnerable. Ugh. Oh, he's wasting one of his vulnerable turns, so that's always helpful. Blur is actually good here. Blur is super helpful anytime you have block that stacks over. That would be really helpful if it was attacking. We actually held over 15 block, and then he didn't attack the second turn either, even though he gave us 2 turns of vulnerable. That turns... Oh, it's because he was getting mad. Fair enough, dude. Yeah, have that. Let's see what this gives me. Choke is good. Get a bunch of free extra damage here. Last Knife, Sucker Punch. Do I want to apply? Like, he doesn't even have any poison. It's just the poison goes to... Let's do this. I was gonna say, the poison goes through as a whole metallicized deal, but... Again, unless we get terrible card RNG, I think we're fine. We also have 8 Thorns, so... Yeah. Oh, let's Envenom. Envenom Blades is free damage, so let's try this. 2 shifts, why not? Oh. If we fail this daily run again, though, I'm probably just gonna cry, first of all. But, I'm just not sure what I want to do. I hate Time Boss, dude. Don't want melees. To be fair, maybe Buster Grind. In hindsight, maybe I should have taken Red Key. I'm still gonna do Calling Bell. It really wasn't an issue, and still, Pendant was helpful, Pentagraph was helpful. Let's go right side. We went left side last time, didn't get much benefit out of it, so... Let us see how this goes. 3 dies is good. Very helpful. No. Alright, this fight, 3 die to dice, please. Ooh, or none. Well, I might as well backstab one of them. Soften up another one. Do that. This fight was super smooth last time, but now they're gonna have 12 block, which basically absorbs one of the dies. But we'll have extra energy, so hopefully we draw more than just... Okay. Interesting. You know what? It's not worth it. Ooh. This. Get rid of that. Backstab, doppelganger. Not the best doppelganger, but steal 3 cards and energy next turn. Interesting. Nice. Do we just passively have 8 thorns? What is giving us 8 thorns? I'm so confused. Because this one only gives us 3 and we didn't play a thorn potion. Yeah, I think attack potions are more helpful. I did think terror was helpful. Unconditional vulnerable is just good. It is the same potions for sale as it was last time. And Trop Brew is very, very helpful. Though, do we have another shop if we go right side? Do, actually, okay. In that case. Left side only had 1 shop. I went left side last time because it had more relics, but... Ooh, we have extra strength for elite combat. I'm gonna pass on that just because I don't think the time boss really... That would be that helpful. This guy, huh? Interesting. Lay that down. That. Dodge and roll. Could have proc Shuriken there, but I think I'd rather just have the extra in. Wait, next turn it's intangible. I should have proc Shuriken there. Oops. Well, it wasn't attacking, so it didn't matter. Might as well at least proc Shuriken. Let's get a duplication potion, because that'll let us proc Shuriken twice, right? It didn't count it. That's interesting. That's fine. Burns, okay. Die. See what Flash of Steel gives us, actually. Okay. Gonna take a little bit of damage here. Not a big deal. It's gonna practically kill itself on my thorns. Nice. It's not... Oh wait, no, it will die. Could have swapped out a potion. Maybe energy potion wasn't necessary knowing what we're going up against. Blessing the Forge is super redundant. Like, I just don't even know what to upgrade, because again, we're just gonna end up with such random stuff. Like, again, I think what's gonna happen is we can focus all we want for the start of the time boss fight, but it will eventually just come down to these random frozen eye cards. And that will probably decide whether or not we can beat time boss. Let's do the attack potion here, why not? Choke? Okay. Just so we can alchemize the free potion. 2 strength could be good. Might as well doppelganger. I'm not sure at what point doppelganger though is like, I think it's probably like 2 or 3 energy where we just hit max hand size. Oh, we didn't. Interesting. Turn positive. You know, I'm just thinking for the future. Because permanent potions would be really good for time boss. Flower? Good old flower. So here's my thought is, I'm going for another shop, and I can choose what relic I want, whereas that is kind of random. Fuck this, because we'll be taking 2 things. Oh, we can instant them. Perfect. Don't need a swift potion. It just... Might take some damage here, honestly. Terror. Backstab. Pop this. I just always hate to let Alchemites go. I just don't know how I'm gonna use it. And we'll let it go. I think what we'll do is just make sure that we always proc Shuriken. Hopefully we can finish it next turn. Nice. We can... we cannot finish it. That is unfortunate. Only gonna take 3 damage here. We heal 2 because of our bird-faced urn. I mean, as long as we're not missing more than... As long as we're not lower than 76, we heal to full with Pantograph. Pillow. Whenever you shuffle your draw, but that's never happening. That's not going to be useful. Whenever you rest, you may add it. Ugh. The second job was I should have just gone for the Oh well, live and learn. Do not use your effect first turn. Thank you. Alright, what you got? I didn't end my turn, oops. It's awkward. I wonder if what it does is also seeded, because it didn't do that again. I just think the permanent bonuses are potentially, potentially really, really good for Time Boss. Might be wrong. Maybe I should be, tagging those out. I really do think that's the case. Alright. Pantograph will heal us to full. I don't want to do that. Alright, mister. This time I have 1 guaranteed intangible, so that big turn you had isn't going to be a factor. Neutralize? The thing is, Doppelganger itself is just much less value, knowing what happens. Used half of our time here. In my turn. Ah, company. Ugh. I hate this guy so much. Only gonna have 4 cards to play next turn. What I am confident about is that 1 turn that it did like 72 damage. We can prevent. That's really unfortunate. We can only play 1 card next turn. Curse of the Bell actually did backfire this time. Ah. I'm gonna do that. Somehow I think this is going way worse than it did last time, and I felt more confident going in. Hey, that's helpful. 3 damage is helpful. Why are we drawing so many less cards right now? Is that its effect? We're taking so much damage though. What is this? Double bullet time, that's not even helpful. At least the potion lock this time did give us 2 fail safes. In theory. 30% HP is right about 30 HP. Okay, here's where it's buffing. So, I think the play. I don't want to be putting shifts into play. Let's do Blur. Play Escape Plan just because. I'm gonna end the turn. Foolish, foolish. Yeah, I know. Is 2 week worth it? Oh, 4 week this way. I'm gonna do this. Transferring the block didn't help, but now it's weakened for 4 turns. That should really, really help. 36 damage. Still gonna hold off. Still gonna hold off. Steady, steady. I'm still gonna hold off. Getting too intangible. You know what? At this point, genuinely, I think that might be the play. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna Wraith. I'm gonna bullet time. Then I'm gonna Wraith form. We're gonna be losing dexterity completely, but now we have 2 turns where we're only taking 1 damage from each source. We're only gonna be able to play 1 card next turn. That's irritating. But now we have 2 turns of intangible, plus a fairy in a bottle, plus our intangible potion. This went way better. We're just gonna play oh. That heals me for 2 HP, and that's an investment in the future. Oh, we had Orichalcum, nice. We should be able to complete this time. Go figure. And we can kind of see the interaction with the whole Wraith form here. Yeah, at the end of turn, it did apply. So what is interesting here is it did apply as a debuff, so I do wonder if I'd had an artifact, if that would have still counted. And I can just do this again. So what if I'm losing dexterity and not blocking, you know? I'm letting Orichalcum eat all of the damage. But yeah, I was correct on how Wraith form works. Don't think I'm going to go for that on most runs. It'll just kill itself on my Caltrop, so have fun with that. Nice, we got it this time. We redeemed ourselves, kind of. It was still kind of dumb that we failed the first time, but the first time we just got terrible, terrible card RNG. And it just didn't work out, so I'll take it, though. I'll take it. 11-10 damage. Not a terrible score. We did it pretty fast. Though this was a very, very fast run to do. I just don't know how people get such massive scores. Like, we climbed 51 floors. That's just a given. It is enemies slain, but that was only 2 per enemy slain. Exordium, elites, beyond elites. So your elites gave us some money, but we some score. We fought basically every elite we could. 100 for each boss. Under 45 minutes. 25 plus relics gave us 50 points. 4 copies of any non-starter card. Does that not count? Specialized? Stuffed, increase max HP by 30 plus. Defeat an elite without... Okay, so defeating the elites without taking damage is helpful. I don't think we could have defeated the first floor elites without taking damage, though. And so that means there were 4 elites that we took damage on, and I know 2 of them were on the first floor, so not terrible, but I'll still take it. That was a really solid daily run. The daily runs are usually pretty quality in this game. Let's go ahead and just do maybe a couple. We'll try. I always mention this. I win maybe 1 run on my Ascension tries out of every 10. I usually post them to YouTube when I get the successful runs, but it just ends up being like I'll play for like 6 hours and sometimes I don't even get a run. It's pretty sad. But let's give this a try. Watcher. 3 on these. The deadlier bosses. I still can't imagine how people do like Ascension 20 runs. You know what? I think maybe, how long have we been streaming for? About an hour and 25? I think I can afford to at least do 1 run with each. And if we fail, we'll move on. Greetings, hello. Random relic for a curse. I'm just gonna take max HP. With the random rare card, it could be extremely unhelpful. And I'm gonna go question marks. This enemy, huh? So as always, I'm going to be looking for strength gain here. I'm willing to take 6 damage here because I might be able to finish the fight next turn. And we heal 6, so not a big deal. Yeah. Nice. Fire Potion's good. Power Through is a really good stall card for later on. Transformer card. Transformer Strike. Iron Wave. That's not bad. It's a strike that does a little bit less damage, but also gives us 5 blocks. So. Here's 5 random potions. I mean, we can't take any of them. Meat on the Bone could have been interesting. I actually really like Inferno Blade. Ooh. Let's take Reaper. That's more sustain. I really want to go for this double elite here. Because relics are going to be potentially the key to winning. You can have the fire potion, dude. I'm not giving Reaper after I just got it. Do this. It takes 7 damage, but not a big deal. Potions always appear. Oh, nice. He gave us a very, very good relic. Strength potion's good. You know, Thunderclap, I'm just gonna take it because it's AoE, and we might have. Okay, we didn't get. I was thinking we might have triple enemy. I always try to have like a cleave or something just in case the elite you get is the stupid triple enemy that you don't want to let stall for too long. This one's gonna do a lot of damage to us. So we might have to rest at this upcoming bonfire, just because we are forced into taking another elite fight. I will power through here. I hate to do it this early because our deck size is so small. And so we're gonna... This is more damage. We're going to be putting ourselves at the risk of drawing a bunch of wounds. But it is an incredibly high value card. Block half its damage here. Okay, that's a... Oh, no. Yeah, that didn't work out. Because we're still up 2 strength because of the potion. But now our blocks are less effective. I'm just going to bum rush it. Not even going to worry about Reaper at this cycle. We're going to take a ton of damage here, actually. I think I was maybe playing things a little bit too cautiously when we still had the block up. Really hoping we can finish it next turn. Oh. Okay, that works. It wasn't even attacking this turn, so... Not a big deal. Agape goes nice. Skill potion's good. I'm not gonna grab another Thunderclap. I'm gonna rest. I'm just a little bit scared, because if it's Ogre, we're gonna take a lot of damage again. It was an Ogre. Okay, that's fine. Focus down one of the ones that will attack at the same time. Would have really liked to have had a cleave for this fight, but just not the way it went. Not a big deal. What I am scared about is we're going to have so many turns where we can't do anything. Let's, oh. Sorry, screen froze. There we go. It's Thunderclap. Reaper, because that'll still give us 12 HP back. We're taking 20 damage, though. Not a big deal. We're definitely going to take some damage over the long course of the fight. The problem with fighting this elite as the Ironclad first floor is you just run the danger of the fact that you just have such a small deck size that you're going to be put into a situation pretty much for sure where them putting a bunch of dazed in your deck is going to result in you having several turns where you can't do anything. So without something like Cleave, our only AoE being Thunderclap, it's hard to end the fight in time. And you know, I might use the skill potion, especially on a turn that I can't do a whole lot. But here we can end this. You know what, I'll just pop it now. Ah. I'm going to do Battle Trance and then I'm going to let it cycle back through. No reason to draw cards now. Though maybe I could have used it to try and get rid of some of these dazed, because we're almost guaranteed to have a whole hand. Or at least most, yeah. We are taking a beating this first floor as the Ironclad. We at least can block that, didn't you? I'm really hoping that we can take out this entry next turn. But we'll see, because, that's obnoxious. Okay, nice. We'll probably take maybe one attack or two more from this one. Don't know if there's going to be a whole lot we can do about it. That worked out really well. Honestly, fire breathing is a really good power for this fight. Every time you draw like a status or curse card, it just does 6 damage to every enemy. The problem is I don't know if it's necessarily that helpful in the long scheme against most enemies. But that's another solution for this first elite fight if you can get it. Lizard Tail, okay. Revive. Shrug It Off is a really good defense. We have pretty good defenses for how early on in the run it is. Another defensive artifact. Question mark fight, huh? That's always a bit of a kick in the pants. That's fine though. As always, we have Burning Blood. Good sustain. I'm a little concerned that we still don't have any strength gain. But that's just how it goes. I really hate this potion. I feel like it never works out for me. Hit me a little bit. Blessing of the Forge, okay. I'm gonna pass here. One thing I have to be so careful with Ironclad is if I'm stuffing my hand full of cards here, this early on, if I do get the strengthening cards, later on I'm not gonna be able to cycle to what I need. Oh my gosh. Please give me, okay. I was really hoping to get, my Thunderclap here. Doesn't appear to be a huge issue, though. Taking, what, 2 damage? That's not a big deal. What's the boss of this floor? Flame boss? Okay. Depending on how much HP, I think we might not even have to heal. There's the Thunderclap. Take out the ones that are attacking. We'll take 2 more damage here. So we've taken 4 damage so far. Lizard Tail is really helpful. I would prefer to save that for the 3rd floor. But if we have to use it, we have to use it. Hey, that's good. Oh, I thought we would... Oops. Thunderclap costs 2 mana. Or not Thunderclap, the Reaper card. That's fine. I think we still went positive in the long scheme of that. One more power through could be... I'm gonna grab one more. It's not gonna be super helpful now, and it limits our attacks. But it could be good. I want to fight this elite, but I know it's Ogre, so I'm not going to. I'm fighting the mushrooms. Ooh, I was really hoping for an attack. That was at least a decent attack. We have 2 AoE cards. If we drew them both in the same hand, that would be ideal, actually. Reaper and Thunderclap. Dang. Huh. Interesting. Okay, only one of them's attacking. Perfect time to get away with Reaper. Let's just hit this one. We could have killed this one, but... Maybe I should have just killed one, I don't know. I was hoping to kill them both here. That's not ideal. Let's do this. This and this. We do have great defensive ability, which is nice. but not stellar attacking ability yet. And still no strength gain. Still got it with that pretty easily. Odd Mushroom, invulnerable, take... Okay, that's helpful. Get rid of Snack Oil for the Fire Potion. Impervious. More defensive power. I'm quite impressed with our ability to defend this early. The Tungsten Rod, that's carried so many runs for me. Whenever you play, it can now be played. Play a status card. Does that work on the burns? I love me some armaments, but I'm gonna try this just because I want to see if this works on this this boss's burn cards. So if so, that could be really helpful. I feel like we need to upgrade an attacking card. Let's upgrade Bash. Just because it adds a turn of vulnerable on. I'm going to... trying to decide when I want a Blessings of the Forge. I don't know when it would have been good. Maybe I should have Flex Potion there. That would have been a lot of damage. We'll still have a good DPS 3's turn though. Perfect turn for that. 1 damage off this attack is real nice. God Mushroom. Not bad at all. If we don't have to do power throughs, we shouldn't. It's wise to minimize damage here. Extending the vulnerable is nice. Probably just play the Flex Potion. I should Blessing of the Forge. The earlier you do it, the more value you're going to get out of it. Can I just play this though? Oh yeah, great. Now status cards like that, I don't even take damage from it. This just... I kind of want to just upgrade a bunch of strikes at this point. And then Flex Potion when I'm going to do 3 strikes and just eat the attack from that turn. Oh, or it could just not attack. Because we do get guaranteed potions every single fight, so... that is so helpful. Let's shrug it off. You know what? I should have Blessing the Forged. Well, we got another attack upgraded, but we didn't upgrade the Shrug It Off itself. Goes up to like 11 blocks. But we really aren't in any danger here, I wouldn't say. That is gonna hurt though. Let me give myself a little bit of... yeah, we have 3 turns of vulnerable to work with. Inferno. Shrug it off. Gosh, Ironclad fights, like this game in general obviously takes a long time to do runs, but like the Ironclad runs just like I'm dying inside with how long some of these fights take. We have no strength gain. Hopefully we get like demon form. If we get demon form and like an energy gain relic, I'd be a happy man. Though there's no guarantee that that happens. I'm gonna play these though and not take 4 damage from each. So good. Very happy with that purchase. I need to buy medical kit more often actually, especially if this is the first boss. Unplayable. Ha. I am pretty good. Like we have a really solid strength build. If we could just get like, if I could just get like some good strength gain cards. We actually got it. Wow. I'm taking Black Blood. Doubles our passive healing after every fight to 12. This boss, Active bosses, I never know how to feel because I never feel like they're super dangerous, but at the same time, I've definitely lost runs to Act 2 bosses. So, take that as you will. Demon form perfect. When upgraded, it's 3 strength at the start of every turn. Here it's 2. Hex is annoying, but I can get rid of them. Although actually, now that I think about it, the days go away anyways, so maybe it doesn't make a huge difference. Is it gonna weaken me? Maybe frail? It's gonna weaken me. Do I want to... Yeah. Ooh, impervious would have been good. I kinda want to do this. I was wondering, I was hoping to maybe get like some free block, but we have so much innate sustain at this point that it's not the most worrisome thing, honestly. Yeah, these are ethereal, right? Yeah. So it doesn't matter if we get rid of them with medical kit. There are relics, I think, that make it so you can't be like weakened, you can't become frail. Those are very helpful. Would very much like to see those right about now. But as you see, Demon Form already made it things so powerful for us. I'm gonna grab 1 cleave. Not impressed with our AoE ability. We could get birds or something. I really want to transform a card. I've already transformed 1 strike. I'm gonna pass this time. Right? Because you start with 5 strikes, I believe. Ugh. Well, right after I said we might get birds, we got birds, so... Don't know if I should be happy about that. I do believe potion... You know what? Big Brain, let's wait for an AoE card and get the extra damage off of Akabeko off of that. I believe potion damage goes through their stupid flight thing. I might just use this fire potion on like this one here. Okay, do this. Do this. Just do this on one that'll be lethal too. We are taking a lot of damage here. Could use my plated armor. The problem I had with using plated armor is it was going to get completely destroyed immediately. Can I? Okay. I can stun this one here. Caw. The problem is we don't have energy gain relics yet, which generally do come from bosses, which is why I was a little concerned that we, you know, Black Blood's good, but it makes it unlikely that we're going to be able to safely play Demon Form. But it is still a win con. I do think Demon Form is a win con for this character. Now it's good to get a heavy blade because we're going to be stacking strength. Stop. No. Just... Well, actually, yes. Yes. Because we might be able to buy a relic here now. Oh, so good. Anchor's really good if we get... You know, it solves the issue that I was just talking about. If we get it in our first hand. Which there's no guarantee. I'm not willing to fight 3 elites in a row. That just sounds like a poor life decision. Just because we have a lizard tail doesn't mean I want to use it here. I hate this enemy. Do this. We're gonna lose 2 stacks of our plated armor. That's why I just don't... Like, plated armor is super annoying when it's on enemies, I swear. When it's on you, it's just kind of like, well... It's not that it's not helpful. It's that it's going away. Like, here's the other 2 stacks gone. Here's doing that. We've stacked up a bunch. Wow. I would like to ideally cycle back to my Reaper, gain some health back here. Fair enough. I'll just do that. Still, Chaos is another method of, potentially... Feel no pain. Try it. Do I want to fight 2 elites? Yes, but I'm not going to. Ugh. First turn demon form, though, at least being partially covered by the anchor is good. I just really don't want to lose the Lizard Tail on second floor. I don't think they thought would be worth it. I made a lot of my cards free. Interesting. That worked out well. Sometimes this does... Oh, as my screen freezes again. Sometimes the whole confused mechanic works out really well in your favor. Sometimes it does not. Yeah, Feel No Pain's working out pretty well. Because we do have 2 of those, don't we? Yeah, power through. Yeah, that's helpful. Let's just gain free block once that power's down. I should have maybe I should have gone for the heal. I was just hoping that I could get more damage and then bring it into lethal range this next turn. It would have been in lethal range anyways. I didn't know we'd get a free heavy blade. Metallicized plus is good. Defensive game is strong. Build vial, extra healing. Now at the start of every fight we heal 2 HP. At the end of every fight we have 12. We're gonna need it for this fight, I tell you what. We distilled chaos in case it gives us demon form. Ah, that's okay. I'm afraid to shrug it off now, because if we get demon form, it's gonna take a long time to get it. Let's do this. Okay. In that case, we'll metallicize. Reaper. Would have been good to save Reaper for when we had strength, but I have a feeling we're gonna take a lot of damage the turn we get demon form down, and we do need it against this elite. We didn't even get it here. Let's do a Feel No Pain. The 4 metallicize is nice. We might actually end up using our list. I'm glad we didn't take the extra elite fights. That would have gone poorly. You give me wounds, gives me free blocks. So, fair enough, dude. I need to get it down. Otherwise, this fight's going to take even longer. But that's just such a huge portion of our health. It makes me sad. Oh, gosh. At least got a fair amount of block there. Maybe I should have used my Dex Potion this fight. It's only 6, but Talk so much about saving this Lizard Tail. I don't think we're saving the Lizard. Oh, we're definitely not saving the Lizard Tail. How much is that? 35 damage? Well. 32 damage. Heavy Blade will come again. Taking this much damage here probably won't continue, so. Man, that defensive game's strong. Shrug it off. Free block this way. Thunderclap. Cleave. Our strength is already up there. Thank you, Demon Form. It's just, like I've been mentioning, it's just dangerous. Getting it down and then... Oh. Doing that, I think, did save our Lizard. We're definitely using it this floor. There's no way we can avoid it, I don't think. That's so annoying. Oh my gosh, we might just die. Well, live and learn. I should have played this Dex Potion at the beginning of the fight. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lizard Tail. Yeah, me single-handedly greeting all this block was probably the biggest mistake I've made in a while. And I make a lot of mistakes in this game. Pantograph, that's a lot of free sustain though, that could save us. Gotta heal here. Do we feel brave enough to take the elite fight? That's just free strength at the start of combat. I'm gonna do this. Ooh. Okay, let's place this. That was a massive heal. Nice. And now he's buffing, but there's nothing left for you to buff. you want to not attack so I can get down D? Okay, taking the demon form. Again, I'm just afraid to play this. Because I play it, then if I draw my demon form, I'm just sitting there like, ugh. We still didn't get it. Interesting. 14 damage, get rid of this one. 5 damage is fine. I wanted to get rid of this guy. Because this guy would have done more damage. We're not done yet. There it is. He's gonna have a lot of minions now, though, because this guy, I don't know what the limit is, but he can have more than 2. Yeah. Good time for Thunderclap. In fact, that was convenient. Okay. Get him, boys. You ain't got no boys left. Oh! You maybe don't need boys if you're gonna do... Jeez. 18 damage, that's much better than the alternative. He's up to 12 strength. Okay, but he's wasting a turn summoning. And we ourselves are up to 9 strength. It's only gonna take one more heavy blade. If not, just a few strikes or something to finish him off, so... This is a good minion to see just because it doesn't attack for 2 turns. Nice. Do we need to heal? We'll be up to 77 health after Pantograph. Actually, no, we'll be up to full. We're good. One more impervious. One more impervious. Please don't be a fight. Relic I can bite? Nope. You know what? I'm going to do Liquid Memories because that allows me to just pass over Demon Form and then just play it from my discard pile. Let's do Heavy Blade upgrade. Multiplies that strength even more over that we're gaining. This enemy is dangerous. That's for certain. Potion. So we got 2 of our powers. The only way this strategy doesn't work is if it's in our last hand. At which point we kind of just have to wait for the next cycle. Oh no! And if we don't get it soon, his little friends are gonna take it from us. Okay, perfect. Do this maybe? You can't take it from my discard pile, right? If you do, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's fine. That's a-okay by me. Good, good. So this guy has my Reaper healing. Let's just keep lowering this one. I don't know what this one's gonna take. It might just take an Impervious or something. Iron Wave, that's interesting. Can't say I'm too sad about that one. Now this guy eventually will get more and more ability to, or more and more strength as the fight goes on. I'm actually gonna pop this. Interesting. Redraw from our Centennial Puzzle. It's got a lot of block. Neither of them really took cards that we didn't want them to have. I do think they prioritized, like, I don't know what they prioritized, because in the past they've taken, like, my powers. There's actually good cards. Oh my gosh. Well. Oh, perfect. I was about to say, this is gonna hurt. Hyper Beam, but you still gotta take a turn to rest after that, so... Who's really sad now, huh? Just get rid of this guy before he blocks. Reaper won't be as useful. I think this thing can summon more minions, but at this point, I don't know what they could take. That would be a huge issue. We're already up to quite a bit of damage. Actually, put some block up. Get rid of its artifact with that Thunderclap. We should be okay. We're already up to plus 15 strength, like up to 18 now. Our Heavy Blade's gonna hurt. Especially if he's vulnerable when we get the heavy blade. It buffs itself, 32 damage. We'll play this. You know what, let's do this. A little bit of a failsafe, gives us a lot of healing. Okay. 201 damage, that's silly. I do actually like Immolate, and with our medkit as well as the other one, we'll be more than fine. 2 cards, whenever you lose HP, draw a card. Try Runic Cube. No energy gain is really, really concerning though. And those do come from the boss relics. Flux Potion is good for making an early, Heavy Blade do a lot of damage. Here, have that. I think we have a pretty solid build. I'm just really concerned. What is the if it's time boss, I'm gonna be so irritated. Okay, it's Deka and Donu. I genuinely think that Deka and Donu, of the 3 that you can get, are actually the best ones you can get. So, that is a-okay with me. Doesn't mean we're gonna beat them, but like, the thing is, the other boss, you can't play your powers early on. The one that revives itself spawns in with 2 cultists that you have to deal with while it's whittling you down. It has like 10 regen. Like, it's a problem. Whereas, really the most... Why didn't I just kill it here? I don't know what I was doing there. Time boss is obviously a huge issue. And Deka and Donu are just 2 enemies that, like, you know, they'll block for each other. They'll be annoying, but, you know, it's not the biggest danger. Energy Potion's good. Heavy Blade Plus is good. Let's go this way. At this point, I honestly just kind of want to avoid fights. Free Dexterity is good. This is not so good. Alright, what you got? Okay, that is quite a bit of damage. I'm gonna strike this one. Maybe Iron Wave power through. Playing Demon Form in regular fights just feels horrible. It's so hard to get it down safely. I'm fine with the spiker attacking me because it's not giving itself more spikes. Six more spike, that's fine. We were still practically at full health. Alright, we're gonna play down Metallicize. And... oh! There we go. I was thinking about playing Reaper there, but playing Reaper we would have literally lost HP, so... maybe not such a good idea. 10 spikes right now. Power through Heavy Blade. Nice. Spot Weakness. That's one more reliable strengthening. That's really good for the mob fights. Upgrade a card. What you got? What's this do? Yeah. That's really good for these mob fights here. I'm genuinely just gonna avoid the elite fights. I'd rather just go into this, this Deka and Donu fight. It's a lot of damage. Have this. Like, if I could skip to the boss fight right now, if I got that question mark, I actually would take it. And ordinarily, I don't. You should have to consider we also have Pantograph. That worked out really well. Ooh. Yeah. Ghostly armor is also so good, but the potential of that is very, very high. Upgraded power, I think that's the priority. Because other cards will be cycled through with an upgraded armaments, they'll get their chance to be upgraded. Get some damage in on this spiker before it gets more spikes. Then probably focus on the exploder. Worst comes to worst, if we're lucky, we could just like impervious the exploder, but that doesn't mean that's what I want to do. I have no idea how much I want to do that. Ooh. That worked out well. I think we take, what, 33? We take 4 damage here. We still heal 12 at the end of every fight, plus an extra 2 at the start of every fight. So not exactly a huge issue. Nice. I think one more armaments would actually be a bit overkill. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, especially since a good chunk of our cards are upgraded. Our AoE will actually be helpful for Deca and Donu. Because there are 2 of them. Turn up, you can overcome me. Frail, that's good. That is indeed good. You know what? No. I'm gonna regret this when I actually don't have the strength to beat Deca and Donu, but no. No, I'm good. Okay, so we have an elite fight and 1 regular fight. This is gonna be a little bit scary. I need to get down demon form, I think, against this particular enemy. That doesn't mean it's gonna happen, though. I need to save the energy potion so I can get down demon form against Deca and Donu, though, relatively safely. But this enemy's probably gonna knock a fair bit of health off me. Fashion, just don't do me dirty. Okay. There's no way we're killing this guy before he starts going ham. This is why I wanted to avoid elite fights, though. Like this, exactly. Let's see what this gives me. Try this. Oh boy. Okay. Got demon form down way later than I would have liked, but that's fine. We are definitely going to take a beating here. Hopefully we don't actually just die. Because he's already finished his countdown. And we've done... yeah, basically no damage. 40 damage here. Is it greedy to spot weakness? Yes, but I'm going to anyways. We have Pantograph and a bunch of passive healing. 12 damage here, though. Why are you still here? Why are you still here, dude? Why you gotta be so sassy? Alright, let's armaments power through. Ordinarily, I'd say it's maybe not the best thing to be stalling out here because it's doing so much damage every turn. But we have demon form up. We're eventually just going to have like a heavy blade that's going to one-shot it, so... 7 damage, ugh. I'm so nervous because we're, like, our imperviouses are going to be exhausted. 109, 9 damage. That will literally kill me. That was really greedy. I'm only doing that because we have so much healing, but we might actually just die here. Goodbye. Ow. How much will this do? 27 healing. We are in a bit of trouble. 124. Okay. I think I gotta pop this. Do this. This. We will still die if we eat that, so I have to play Reaper. That's annoying. I really didn't think this fight through, did I? Oh boy. Come on, just give me a heavy blade early this cycle. I'm not dead, right? Okay. Oh my gosh, 154 damage. Okay, we're good. That was really, really close. That's... Yeah, You were wondering why I was avoiding doing elite fights this last floor? That's why. Now we don't have the demon form energy potion though for Deka and Donu, which is not good. This is also not ideal. Power potion could give me demon form though if I'm really lucky. Now that I think about it. Trying to remember if this enemy just has a turn where it just does a ton of damage. Oh my gosh, why am I getting demon form at the very end? Like every single turn, that's really, really scary. Because it's kind of the card that I need to have, like, now. Spot weakness, do that. Come on, give it to me. Oh my gosh. It was literally in the last 2 cards. I have 27 cards. And it was literally in the last. Oh my gosh, and I can't afford to play it. That's not good. It's okay, it's already at half health though. And we do have spot weakness coming up. At this point, I don't even think it's worth it actually to play demon form. I think I need to play spot weakness and try to work off of that. That blocks most of the damage. Let's try this. So if we go full defensive, we're not whittling the enemy down. Ooh. Right here's a buff turn. 34 damage is not ideal. It's not bad though. 1/3 of its health left. It's gonna keep gaining strength and continuing to hit hard though. That's 70 damage. Just like casually, it's like, yeah, this is a normal fight. By the way. So I could do 32 damage. This is greedy. Knowing what that last turn looked like, I think maybe we need to just rush it, but I don't think I could have killed it this turn. Do this. We are not going into the final fight full health, which is not good, but wasn't really up to me. Oh, jeez. Fiendfire? I'm not a big fan of Fiendfire. Well, I like Fiendfire, but at this point in the run, I don't think it would be wise. Alright, Deka and Donu, let's see what you got. Pantograph? Okay. Give me a free demon form. Please, 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 please. I can't afford to go vulnerable even for extra energy. This could be play, I think. Let's power through cleave. We might not be able to finish this run. I'm really hoping we can. Not 100% certain though. It's gonna be close. Circle powers, they buff up. I really hate to waste my impervious this early, over 16 damage. Okay. So we're gonna feel no pain. Spot weakness. Shrug it off. So, yeah, 1 turn dex boost. 13 damage here. There's demon form. I don't know if I can afford to play it. 32 damage, huh? I think I have to. I could have only blocked maybe like 19 damage there, which would have been helpful, but... Power through is good. I would like to play fire breathing. I'm going to do immolate though. If we don't start getting damage down, they're going to continue alternating blocking, getting more power, and we're just gonna die. So, oh gosh, okay. I really needed impervious there, I think. Really wish I could attack, but... They're up to 12 strength. 44 damage. I have to power through. I will survive this. I'm going to... Oh, you can see how much damage we're up to. Like, you can see the potential. If we'd gotten demon form like 1 or 2 turns earlier, this would have for sure been a win. Here, I think it's a loss, though. I really do. This would heal me for 48 HP, so it'd be... In theory... Oh no, it's unblocked damage. I just threw. That's okay. Unfortunate. That was a mistake by me. I just completely just had a brain fart there. Alright, let's give Silent Ascension 4 run a try. That run with just a slightly bit better RNG could have absolutely been a win. Okay, so my logic here is if I go 2, 3, 3, no matter which path I get, I won't get a free elite. I'm still gonna do it though. I just really like the 3 free fights, especially since the Silent does not innately start with any poison. Hopefully getting some early can be really good. I think I would have taken the deadly poison. I didn't mean to double click there. Oops. Well, we can at least upgrade the poison stab, eh? I'm going to take max HP. Curse of Regret is usually just not worth it, and we wouldn't be able to dump it very fast. Nice. Another poison stab is good. I've gone literally through entire first floors on this character without getting any poison, so I will very much take 2 poison stabs here. No, I'm not going to go for a ship build. I'm going to go left. Got 2 upgraded poison stabs, which is good. That's bad. Do that just to get rid of one of their artifacts here, I think. Huh. Ugh. I can't... Wait, no, I can't kill it. I'm gonna take 10 damage here, that's fine. If I'd blocked, I would have... Both of them would have been alive and I would have taken more damage, so... Not so bad. First floor elites is usually, you know, you're usually gonna take some. Now we do want to end this fight ASAP. Maybe I should pop my skill potion here. I'm not sure. Do this to get rid of the relic. Ooh. That's helpful. That was very helpful. Let me kill this thing. I want to kill it, I have to do poison, yeah. Because it would have gone down to 8 health with 7 poison stacks, that's fine. 5 damage here, not such a big deal. And we can finish the fight here. Very nice. Hopefully we get a good relic. Choose an attack. Yeah, we'll always start with the poison stab. That ain't bad. Nightmare, not a big fan. Dodge and roll is okay. We have potentially enough money. Transform a card. Wanna give me like a boy? That'd be hilarious. Caltrop's not bad. Free power. Gremlin Horn, whenever an enemy dies, draw a card, gain an energy. Very good for consecutive fights. Or enemies with like a bunch of stuff. Every fourth room is a treasure room, that's good. Because I love going question mark path. And that actually makes it quite beneficial. We're only missing 17 HP, so let's do that. I'm not gonna fight 2 elites here though. I don't think that would be wise. Although, we are... Oh, quick freeze. What's the boss for the floor? It's split boss. That's not ideal. With poison sources, the ideal boss to see for this island is actually the one that goes in offensive-defensive mode. Because the poison will continue to force it into defensive mode and tick while it's in defensive mode. So you don't even have to attack it with its thorn up. That'll kill that one with the poison now. Have extra energy for next turn, that's nice. That's less nice. Okay, didn't take any more damage. We should be able to pretty safely fight this next elite. I kind of like Sucker Punch. Not the best card, but situationally very good. Why? Question mark fights are just the most painful thing, I swear. It's okay. Alright, I'm gonna block all its damage. This thief is now dead before it can do anything else. Damage here. Let's do this and this. Not too shabby. Doesn't block next turn. I got the cow drops thinking it'd be helpful, but didn't really have a great opportunity to lay it down here. Nice. Reduce max HP. Sick. I'm gonna grab Dagger Spray just because having at least one AoE card is very important. Would have made that first elite fight very much easier, so... Double poison stab early is good. This enemy is dangerous. We always take damage from this enemy. Because it just gets mad, which to be fair, we pretty much just showed up. Just started punting it, you know, but... This and the Ogre, like... Pretty much every first 4 elite, the Silent at least, I feel like, is going to take damage. I don't think Caltrops is going to be that useful here. I don't think the fight will go long enough, and this enemy generally single attacks. So, okay, it's debuffing. Really hoping we can get at least one of our poison stabs next turn. If we got both, we might be able to kill. Fair enough, game. There they are. Okay, nice. 37 HP. So my general rule, as always, I'd love to upgrade that other poison tap, is going into the boss fight, I need at least 50 HP to not heal. And we're only going with 61. Slime boss is dangerous because we are a little bit reliant on poison. And the boss is just going to shed all the poison stacks. Every time it splits, it'll split in half, then half again. And we don't really have the capability of killing it before it does that. I would not say right now. It's prepping for a big attack. I think we can stop it from doing it though. I don't know what the exact number is, but I know it's around 70, 72-ish. You can force it to split. We got a decent chunk of damage down. It's gonna split into 2 halves with the HP that it had. 56 isn't the worst, but it's not the best. Neither of them's attacking, okay. Books went up, down. I don't know at what HP these split. I know it's below 30. Just not sure at what point below 30. Even though we're going to take some damage for this, I'm still going to do that just to force it down. Now this one's going to split again into 16 HP halves. That's good. Though that does hurt. Okay. Let's set up our Caltrops and do this. I should have played my Dex Potion. Yeah, if we hadn't healed, we'd be dead, so... Don't feel too bad about that decision. Feel a little bad that we had to do it, but... Just the way the game goes sometimes. If we do this, that'll die before it attacks, saves us 10 damage. Very helpful. Oh, the extra energy. Gremlin Horn then doesn't synergize very well with Poison Builds. I was actually unaware that was how that worked. I'm going to hold off here. It is going to debuff me again. I want to get another full damage turn in before it splits. Otherwise, they'd split with pretty high health. Yeah, now it's only going to have 7 health, so that worked out well. That's scary. Well, as long as we don't get too unlucky next turn. Yeah, as long as we don't get super unlucky, we'll be fine. Yeah, we got one of them. Sick. A little bit closer than I would have liked, but not bad. I guess the bosses are more dangerous as of Ascension 4. Die. Very good. Gain, you can no, we need gold. It's too early to not gain gold. You can no longer rest, that's too dangerous. This is actually going to be one of the very few times I don't take any of this. I hate to pass up boss relics, but the downside on those, no gold is not good. I could have maybe lived without it, but maybe I should have gone for the no gold actually. The more I think about it, the more I think that's what the play would have been, but it's fine. This enemy, at least poison goes straight through its defenses. We just have to get rid of the 3 artifacts. But we have 3 poison daggers and a neutralize, so not the hardest thing in the world to do. Let's do this, this, and this. Gonna take a pretty hefty chunk of damage here, but it did make me frail, so. Ow. Okay, do this, this. Spell dagger spray. I actually should have attacked there, I think. But it's okay. Gosh dang it. We took so much damage on this fight just because we had bad card RNG. But I did make the mistake. I think if I'd done one more strike the turn that upgraded deadly poison is nice. Might have died. In this case, they made fun of me. That's mean, but I don't think that was a good idea to fight. Next two non-boss chests will have double relics. That's good. We genuinely might die to this upcoming elite. Yeah, they're both attacking again. I have to play dodge and roll. That at least gets rid of one of them. We'll take 5 damage here. I am very much concerned about this elite fight though. I'm gonna save as much HP as I can, I think. Nice. Okay. No poison. We're actually getting to about the point where I think we're okay on poison. Sundial, Snoko Skull. That's good. When you apply poison, apply an additional poison. Oh, we're definitely dead. Yeah, that's not good. This is not the elite enemy I was hoping to see. If it had been the minion summoner, I think we would have been okay. The problem is this enemy pretty much exclusively attacks. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's okay. Like I always say, I lose so many runs when I play this game. I just do my very best and not be too sad about it. Alright, on to the defect then. I think we'll do... yeah, let's try and do one run of each. And then we'll probably end the stream. It's already been 2.5 hours or so. I'm gonna... well, how soon is the first shop? Right there, huh? I really like upgrading Zap at the start because it becomes free. But we're gonna try this. Potentially a lot of chip damage going this path, but I think it'll be okay. Oh, it made me frail. That's okay. What's nice about the defect is it does have a card in its potential rotation that heals it every single fight, which does become very helpful. As for builds, you can get really good builds with like Dark Orbs and stuff. My problem is I just feel like the most consistent build is getting like just straight up Lightning Orb builds. It doesn't have the same skyrocketing and potential as like cooking up a Dark Orb and then having it just blast an enemy, but it I think it's just a little bit more consistent in the long scheme of things. If I just... yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. That's actually not that helpful. Looks cool. I'm gonna pass him. too impressive. Let's make our way to this shop. Maybe we should have dual casted there. I hate to get rid of lightning orbs, but you have to consider that would have gotten rid of it. That's 3 damage passively every turn. But that also would have been 16 damage immediately. So, yeah, actually, I always tell myself, oh, I can't get rid of my orbs, but I think that actually is the play. Yeah, seems good. Nice. I always love how they just acknowledge my powers were in fact matched. Loop is a good power. You want to upgrade my zap? That's okay. Ooh, the assassin is splits. Ooh, not a fan. Let's do this. This, because it's not attacking, and this. I think, I don't know at what point this splits. And that really would, change how I approach this. Yeah, 29 HP isn't the best. I was hoping that it was just under 30, but at 32 it was going to split, so. Yeah. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I think maybe I should be evoking that orb twice, because, like I said, if it only does 3 damage every turn it's out, or you could just pop it right then, even if it's a couple hands before you could get back to it, it's still probably worth it, you know? So now I think I've been making a mistake in the way I've chosen to play the defect, but that's okay. It's a good finishing move for sure. Beam cell, capacitor. Capacitor sounds fun. The problem is we still don't really have the ability to generate orbs. Bruise 5 right now. Those two would work really well together. I'm not super impressed with anything there. Auto shields. Let's grab that. We need more lightning generation though. But as always, like I was saying, upgrade that, it becomes free. Almost always the first upgrade I prioritize on this character. Ooh, we don't have any Let's try and block as much damage as we can, I suppose. That is annoying. That's not good. Kill this one. Kill this one. I suppose we just have to face tank this. Way more damage than I would have liked, but we don't have any reliable AoE. Or, like, any AoE, for a matter of fact. Auto shoots is nice. Dual cast. We killed 2 of them. That worked out. Okay. 34 HP, though, does not feel so good. Storm isn't actually... I don't think Storm is as good as it sounds at first glance. First thought. Ignore pass. That's good. So I actually don't want to fight an elite right now. As much as I need the free relics. Well... Pay this guy 35 gold to heal me and we'll fight this elite. I thought about it and... If I don't get relics, we're in trouble. Use this turn as setup. It's not impressive what we got. Like, ordinarily you can get at least one more ability to generate lightning orbs pretty early on. And we have still only 1 card. Oh, it does... Oh, I thought it I was gonna say, I thought it automatically woke up on the, 3rd turn. This is gonna hurt. What am I gonna do? Do this. Give me defense plus. I'm gonna hope it gives me zap. It didn't, but even if I didn't get it here, it's guaranteed now to be in her next hand. As well as auto shields. Perfect. auto shields and charge battery because that'll give me an extra energy to play with next turn. Honestly though, this enemy isn't as bad because even if it does this, we're not as reliant on just upfront strength. What's really dangerous for the defect is getting the Ogre first floor. Because pretty much almost all of it, unless you get like Ball Lightning early on, your ability to generate lightning orbs is pretty dependent on skill cards. So he just gets real mad, gets a ton of strength, and then just smacks you around. Though I got smacked pretty hard here. So I've never seen that before. At the start of each combat, champion went dark. Interesting. That is interesting. I like Melter a lot, but I'm going to grab Static Discharge. I do want a Melter, though. I'm going to do this. I'm going to anger the mushrooms. Do that. Do this, and this. Dual cast is going to be really good for that Dark Orb if I can cycle it out with Zap next. Don't know how possible that'll be, but I would ideally, because that'll just kill 2 of them on pretty much contact. Static Discharge, that. That'll help cycling out orbs. Okay. Perfect. That worked out well. Nice. We get Odd Mushroom. Vulnerable is now little bit less dangerous for us. Aggregate, you know, we'll take Aggregate. As the deck grows, it becomes better. I'd love to fight that elite for another relic. I don't think it's wise. It is just giving me all the AoE fights, jeez. We got the shielder first, I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit annoyed that it keeps giving me these AoE fights when I just don't really have the ability to fight AoE. And I just realized we need to get rid of that the caster here, because it's about to hit us with a really strong attack that actually might kill us. And I didn't want to pop my regen potion here, but that might have actually killed me. Yeah. Wow. We died first floor on the defect, that's crazy. Definitely not some good runs today, I'll tell you that much. Jeez. Alright, let's hop in on an Ascension 3 Watcher. Hello again. Random color. 2 cards. New combat. Let's at least try to get to the 3rd floor this time, eh? I guess the Ironclad we got to the last fight. We got destroyed on the 2nd floor as the Silent. We got killed on the 1st floor as the defect, so hopefully this next run is not that disappointing. The Watcher's a pretty solid character though, so not actually too psyched about anything there. Ooh. Special relic could have been interesting. I could have removed it at the shop as well, but actually I should have taken the special relic because I could have removed it at the shop there. That's awkward. Oh well. Actually don't know what the special relic is. I think I've taken it once and it was like a blacksmith hammer, but I have no idea what it does. I will take a Bowling Bash. We didn't have enough money to get a relic here anyways, so not really a big loss. Yeah, we gave up 50 gold. We didn't have enough. Not really impressed. I'm gonna grab this just in case our first elite is the triple enemy elite. Bowling Bash would also be very good for that fight. Ah, go figure. That's good. Do I want to go into Wrathform? Yes, actually. Just because I can actually kill that there. Wrathform's just dangerous. I mean, you do double damage, but you take double damage, so... a little bit scary. Ooh, kind of for that reason. Dang, just barely couldn't kill it, so... we'll back down. Nice. Only 2 damage from the first elite. The potion helped. Bowling Bash helped. That's extra treasure rooms. I will take this because being able to retain and protect is good. Trying to decide if I want to take... ooh, another upgrade. 8 block there or 4 block. So either 4 block when we change stance into calm or 4 block that we can retain. So this is the safer path, I would say. This has 2 elites, which I believe you have to get 1 of each, so it would be the ogre and the thing. I'm gonna just go safer path here. More free upgrades is nice. A little bit of an underwhelming relic, but you know, I don't mind it. Actually gonna enter calm, because when you exit calm you get more energy. And yeah, I was gonna say we should get eruption here, so that was the logic there. If we'd gotten 1 more strike, we would have been okay. Let's do this and this. It gains more power, but that's still very much a net positive in terms of damage we took. And we just need 2 attacking cards to win here. Or that. Technically 1 then. Tranquility and Crescendo are both necessary cards. 1 time use per battle. When upgraded, they're free though. They let you switch form safely. I think I can just end this fight, can't I? Yeah, nice. I grab usually 1 flurry of blows. It's basically just free damage, and every time you change stances, it comes back to you. Well, you know what? You can have it, actually. Ice Cream. Energy's now conserved between turns. That's really good. Yeah, upgrade Tranquility. So now once per fight. Once that's in our hand, we can hold on to it and exit Wrathform whenever we need. Very, very important thing to have. That's Vigilance. I want to get rid of the slime first. You get 2 turns of vulnerable after you destroy the fungi beast, and I think that's just a little bit too dangerous for me. So I am going to enter Wrathform. You know what, actually? Never mind. Yeah, that works out. That's a tough one. Mental Fortress is really good. Lesson Learned is fun, but I don't actually think it's that good in the long... Free upgrades is good, but it's just... I haven't had the best experiences with it. I'm going to take Deceive Reality, because it gives you a safety that you can retain. Very, very helpful. I'm going to upgrade it. So we have a lot of defensive play right now. Unfortunately, we did get the boss that, you know, we need to be able to force into defensive mode early, so... that could be bad. I actually should pop both these, I think, here. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Oh gosh, okay, yeah. Let's try this. Yeah, I was gonna say, if we didn't get more attacks, we couldn't force into defensive mode here. Very dangerous. What power does it give me? Battle Hymn, perfect. Start of every turn we get a smite. And I'm going to do this just so I can play this. Get a safety in our hand. We may have to exit Wrathform here. I'm not sure. I'm going to stay in Wrathform, though. If I can eat the brunt of this next turn's damage, which we do have a safety, it'll be really easy to force it out of, I haven't agreed for this one time. Next cycle, I probably can't do this, though. Just because it's going to make it so easy with Triple Smite to force this enemy down. Oh. Here we go. You know what, let's end the calm. That way we don't have to waste tranquility. We deceive reality here. Defend. Throw down smite. Really glad we got Ice Cream. If we can get an energy relic from this boss fight, it would be so good. I was hoping to draw Eruption. Huh. I don't think I'm quite brave enough to go into Wrathform right now. Just because I don't think I can guarantee I could close the fight. Oh, perfect. I didn't even see that. Nice. Let's immediately exit Wrathform again. Should be able to finish this fight pretty decisively. We at least got past the first floor. I've actually almost never failed defect on the first floor. So I'm actually kind of sad that happened, but it is what it is. Like, I think that's literally happened. I've probably done like 30 defect runs at this point in attempts, and I think I've died on the first floor like twice. So that is pretty awkward. But runs today haven't been super good. Haven't gotten any Ascension clears. Had to do that daily second, but again, that was just because of RNG, really, I would say. But that's that boss fight down. Let's potion. Blasphemy is hilarious, but probably not. So, Divinity, enter. You enter the sand, you get a bunch of energy, attacks deal triple damage. Doesn't have the downside of having, you know, Wrathworm double damage, but dying the next turn. Alpha, you pay 1 to shovel Beta, that you pay 2 for, to shovel an Omega, that you pay 3 for, that does 50 damage to all enemies. Very helpful. Let's try Spirit Shield. You know what? Try this. No longer getting gold, but we had enough gold to buy pretty much 1 relic. And half the time I feel like the relics from the first floors can be a little underwhelming. Use this. Wow, okay. I could add a safety to my hand or force a second bird down, which I think is a little bit more ideal here. We have Tranquility, so we can maybe try to just smash and grab, finish this one, then get out. Yeah, because that's not going to feel so good. Let's do this. This. Is that 24 damage? Yeah, we'll stay. A little bit unlucky there. I was hoping for a third attack, but it's fine. It is just down to 1 bird. I do like having more than one Tranquility. I'm gonna pass for now though, just because we only have one card that can enter into Wrath. Yes, I will take that. Pretty much the last relic we'll be able to buy, but not so bad. Extra max HP is good too. I'm gonna buy a Consecrate. A little bit of AoE. I just love this relic so much though, it's so good. You can give me a bunch of days, we should be able to end the fight in time. Nice. Not too impressed with anything there. Let's take the left one. No reason to fight the stronger elite enemy. Just a little bit reckless at that point. Ooh. Wow. That was a good first turn. That's not good. I'm gonna actually... This could be really, really stupid. Okay, it wasn't the smartest thing, but... I was really hoping to finish the fight there. That's okay. Ideally, we can finish it though, because this guy's gonna have its Hyper Beam attack too. We have the Flex Potion, we will. Oh, you're kidding. Okay. Flex Potion should still let us finish. Okay. I could have also saved the Flex Potion by just targeting that thing, but eh. I do like Sand of Time. Try Flying Sleeves, because it's already upgraded. Makes me lean towards it just a little bit more, you know? What does upgrading Spirit Shield do? 4 block per week? Okay. We'll start out by upgrading some offensive ability, like... I would really like at least one more card to get me into Wrath form. So our ability to enter Wrath form is just not consistent. I think they all attack this turn though. Yeah, that's scary. Can I stay in right? Yeah, I can. Nice. And see, just because they do have this ritual, they're going to gain more strength. Makes it very dangerous to let this fight drag on. Oh well, nice. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to pass on Flurry Blows. Flurry Blows really shines when you can change in and out of stances a bunch, which we can't at the moment. And I'd encourage you, okay. We've been skipping a fair number of cards. That lets us raise our max HP. Doesn't hurt to check in case cards are on sale. I didn't really want that one though. Spirit Shield. We're getting to the point where we have quite a few upgraded cards. We're not finding the cards that we need. This is definitely going to... We're not going to walk away unscathed from this, unfortunately. I'm gonna greed and stay in Wrath form for one more turn. Only what, 5 damage you? Yeah, that's not so bad. We do need to exit that though. Cannot afford to stay in it for another turn. Let's Spirit Shield up. I need to waste this safety. Yeah, these energy gain relics are going to be doing so much work for us with ice cream. And that block card is putting in a lot of work. Just because you just play it at the start of your turn. You get maximum blockage. We retain Flying Sleeves. We should have Wrath cards in the next turn or two. Enter Wrath. Hopefully finish the fight. Oh. Oh. Man. My card RNG is kind of sad sometimes. I suppose happens to everyone. Master Reality is a really good card. It works really well with the power that creates Smite, so we'll invest into it. We don't have the card that creates Smites as a power, but it could be good. I'm going to take a hefty chunk of damage here for being greedy. But it's just, in an 18 card deck, so basically once every 4 turns I can get into Wrathworm. It's kind of difficult to get out of it, you know? Not out of it, it's difficult to get into it. We have quite a few methods to get out of it. Though this run doesn't seem terrible, it is actually honestly kind of an underwhelming run for the Watcher. I've not had a whole lot to work with. So many more allies. I'm gonna do this. Pretty good damage turn. Depending on what we draw. Okay, I don't think we can kill it next turn. So we'll probably have to exit Wrathworm, but we can dump some damage down for sure. Well, actually... yeah, that works. I was thinking with only what I had in my hand, maybe not enough damage, but worked out. Prevent the next 2 curses. I do like this power. It allows us to get into that divinity stance I was talking about by giving us 2 mantra every turn and you need 10. Champion's a little bit scary. Super miracle here. Maybe I should have actually, because it kind of sucks to use the buffer for that much damage, but that's okay. Nice, that worked out really well. That allows me to stay in Wrathworm once again. Ooh. Let's play this. I just realized that'll affect my safeties. We do basically have to leave, I hate to leave it, but can't take that damage. Especially not this early in the fight before he's even buffed himself. Nice, we got this though. Do this just to get another safety. Not bad. Yeah, it's an extra bit of block. Please don't make me frail again. Oh. Yeah, please don't make me frail again. I'd really prefer you didn't. Okay. Let's do our attacks. Ice Cream's putting in work. That's 7 energy this turn. Do this. This and this. I'm concerned for when it goes into second phase, but we will deal with that when the time comes. Oh, stop making me frail, dude. That's so annoying. Actually, maybe I should save some energy. We do want to get damage down, but when I'm only smacking for like 6 damage, not the best. Oh, we hit, nice, we hit Divinity Form here. With 1 attack. That's okay, we're under calm. We do get to keep the energy, at least Divinity Form presented itself. Okay, it looks like he's getting mad now, so... Maybe I shouldn't have gone into Wrath Form here, actually. This might have been kind of stupid. Because I have no guarantee that I'm going to be able to get out of Wrath Form, and he's going to smack me really hard, isn't he? Oh. I think we'll be okay, but yeah, I didn't think that quite through, did I? Okay. He's got some good damage down. This is going to be a really close fight. Now that I think about it, with Ice Cream, I could just play the Miracle whenever. And it doesn't really matter. That is a super big blessing that he's, buffing this. Not that it's good, because now he can just probably one-tap me next turn, but it gives me another turn to work with. Okay. And Divinity popped in at perfect time. Nice! At least made it to the 3rd floor this run, so I will call that honestly pretty good. Diva Form is awesome. So let's grab it. Very good card. And... so the thought is, with Ice Cream and Diva Form, Holy Water is actually really good. So it means I start every fight with 3 extra energy that carries between turns. What's this boss? This run could be doable. I just, I have no confidence in myself to complete some of these runs, man. We'll just have to see how it goes. Maybe we'll, maybe we won't. Diva Form, though, you play it. When you upgrade it, it's just no longer ethereal, so it disappears if you can't play it. But with 3 miracles, shouldn't be a huge issue. But you play it at the start of your turn, gain an energy, and increase that gain by 1. You end up with so much energy, it's absurd. And ordinarily, the issue is not having, you know, the ability to get that played down safely. Not really going to be an issue here. Retain that for when we're in Wrath Form. Buffer 8 to first damage. I just said I was going to retain that for when I was in Wrath Form, and then I didn't. Oops. Can I finish this fight if I enter Wrath Form? 18, 27, no I cannot. You know what, let's prevent any damage and hope we can finish it. That's good. It worked out. Only took 1 damage overall and we healed a full with Blood Vials. We're gonna get max HP here. Stacking some max HP here on the last floor could be pretty good. Thanks to the Singing Bowl. Oh, starting with Diva Form again is nice. Let's protect. Eruption. Consecrate. We will take a little bit of damage from the Spiker, but not super worried about it. Never mind, we have buffer from Fossilized Helix. Oops. Okay, we need to finish that off. Devotion. Okay. This is just going to buff itself for more spikes, which is annoying, but in Wrath Form we should be able to just give ourselves a bunch of block and finish it off. Very good. Wall up. Ooh, I really like wall. Well, we need a crescendo. Finally, another method to enter Wrathborn. When you obtain a curse, increase your max HP by 6. Well, we also prevent our next 2 curses, so not the best, but that's okay. Yep. Anything? Nope. Doesn't hurt to check. This enemy's weird. Every time you hit it, it changes what it's gonna do. I should have... it's fine, actually. So in that case, we're gonna wait it out. Because if we can get a really good Wrathborn DPS phase, we can minimize the risk in general. Or a good Mantra phase, honestly. I do want to try and force it not to do 38 damage, though. That I don't want just because it gives me a... Why did I not just... That's fine. I'll just let it eat my buffer. So when it debuffs, ordinarily I'm like, oh, that's great. It gives you a curse. I'm an idiot. It's fine. I just looked at that and I was like, thought in my head to myself, I was like, why am I so dumb? It's fine. Let's go into Wrathborn here. Trying to figure out how I'm gonna work around this. Especially if it keeps making me weakened. Damage. I don't want to take another side effect. That's fine. As you can see, we have an absurd amount of energy because of Ice Cream carrying that over. Alright, nice. We got our Diva form. Do it. I have a Memori. Nice. Enter Wrathborn. Time to start smacking it around. I can actually protect that while remaining in Wrathborn. Though it's going to weaken me again, which is great, honestly. Super nice. Do that. 36 damage, no. 48, ooh, that's more of a no. That is not what I wanted to remain on. Maybe I should use my block potion there. Ow. I still can't kill it. What? Really? Game? That's messed up. We will enter Diva form next. Divinity Dance? Yeah, okay. I always get all the names mixed up. We took way more damage than that than I would have liked, but fine. Hopefully this elite doesn't rough us up too bad. Oh. And my hopes and dreams went out the window. We'll figure something out. This might be where the run ends. So this was honestly a really solid run. I just, I mean, I didn't play things correctly. By any means. And if things had gone better, like, this elite's just rough. The last fight, I don't know. I could have played it differently for sure on a couple occasions. And that would have put me in a position to, not lose over half my health. The Watcher's such a fun character. It's complicated. You have to figure out what you're doing. Get a good grasp on everything. But having one of each of these to hold is nice. Yeah, the problem with this enemy is I never feel like I can do quite enough damage fast enough. Like it always hits its countdown. But I think this is probably the end, unfortunately. Maybe not. That's quite a lot of block. I'm gonna hold under protect because we will survive this turn. Just to see what happens next turn. Who did get Divinity Stance? Ah, that's okay. Like I said, it still blows my mind that there are people, like, there's a lot of streamers that have, and like YouTubers that have gone not only through every single Ascension level up to 20, but they do like Ascension 20 runs. It's crazy. It blows my mind. But anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream there. Pretty long stream, did like 3 hours, a little bit more. Did not get a successful run outside of that second daily run, but like I was saying, I mean, even every 10 runs is a little bit generous. Like, I don't know if statistics gives me a win rate. 16 victories, 10 dead, 316 deaths. So that's one win every 10 would be 160, every 20 games or so. So even less than I had initially thought. Fastest victory was 28 minutes. I don't know if that was from a challenge run. We've unlocked every relic though. Discovered every relic except 3. Wonder which 3 those are. Unlocked every card. Found every card except 3. Not bad though, honestly. 65 hours playing time. I do really enjoy this game, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching the stream. I'm probably going to post the VOD on my YouTube channel. Like I was saying, I do want to stream Genshin Impact tomorrow. With where I live, it usually goes live. The patch goes live usually a little bit later in the day. So I don't know when I'll be able to get that, but I'm really hoping my PC will be able to handle streaming Genshin. It wasn't able to handle Elden Ring, which was a little bit disappointing. I'm still going to have to figure some stuff out. Maybe get a new setup eventually, but right now I'm unemployed. I'm getting ready to head into a gap semester for college, so I'm going to look for employment. But after that, you know, I'm going to be in college potentially for a couple years, depending on what I choose to do for my program. So it just makes it a little bit difficult to kind of afford a really good PC setup. But, alright, I will catch you guys later. Bye.